Rec and Cool Stuff Inc. I had an article go live on Monday about something. I think it was Third Spaces. Yes. I have an article coming out on Monday about long non-deterministic turns and whether or not they're annoying enough to not play. Um, and I am also the vice president of Birds of Paradise, which is an organization that raises money and tries to give back to marginalized identity people. We will be at MagicCon Vegas in less than a month, doing sealed events, also being at the Gathering Grounds. So if you're going to MagicCon Vegas, you should definitely come see us. And yeah, today I am playing Clarg, which is a himbo paladin, who is trying to do right by the world. He believes everyone can be redeemed, and he's probably wrong about that, but he's certainly going to beat his head against that wall until he dies. So that's what I'm playing.
Hell yeah, we love him, capital HIM. Derek.
I'm Derek. I am Mana Critics on the magic side of the interweb, but for the past year, I've been working more on spooky fairy music under the artist name Longing for Orpheus than magic stuff. But I am going to be there in Magic Con in May as well. So I'll be hanging at all of your various booths and events. I will not have my own. And in this game, I am Telly, who assigned female at birth, but prefers they generally, because gender is boring because it's not saprolings. And the only thing that really matters is saprolings. And so, like, why think about other things?
I love it. Telly is right after my own heart. Going down in the clockwise order, we got Ryan.
All right, Ryan and Xana. I run a Discord server called Wooburg Sky. It's a gaming server. We host casual Commander games every week, usually on Sunday. So if you're ever looking for a game, come join us. I try to hop in as many of those as I can. Also host a podcast called Myths Unbound. We take a look at a different urban legend, piece of mythology, or cryptid each episode, tell some fun and spooky stories, and then we relate it back to the game Magic the Gathering. Um, Used to host an educational program called Tabletop Talks with Joe Johnson. Hope to get that up and running again soon. But you can find me. I'm going to be in Vegas as well at the end of the month. Um, I think I have a meet and greet on Friday, and then I'll be taking part in the Strixhaven trivia event. So you can come and find me at those events, or if you see me around, want to jam a game, just come and say hello. I'll also be in Atlanta, and that's coming up, I think, in November. So,
Yeah.
so I'm playing Olo. He, she, they, any pronoun is really appropriate. Is an elf druid. Good natured, very inquisitive, but not above getting into hijinks, changing form, and sneaking into places that really not supposed to be. But always in pursuit of knowledge, or to scratch that curiosity, the itch. So that's my character.
Beautiful. I have a when you had described Olo as sneaking into things as a spider, that's one of my favorite things to do as a druid. But I specifically held up. I have a new tab just for you called Crime, just in case.
Okay.
Around the clock, we got James.
Hello, I am James, MTG Critical Online. I'm a writer and painter. I have an article coming out with Cascade this month that focuses on the concept of or the psychology behind rolling dice instead of choosing your attacks in a game of Commander, and why that makes me think a lot less of you as a player.
Boo.
and threat assessment and all of that. It was a lot of fun to write. But I also do card alters and stuff. But I'll be at MagicCon Vegas with all of these lovely folks, running an event called Storage Showdown. Which is just a Vorthos EDH extravaganza. Each deck was created by a member of the MTG community and centers around a story of Magic's past. The deck is designed to essentially play out the story that it's based on. Um, it's a lot of fun, and I hope to see you there on Saturday. I have a meet and greet as well. Outside of that, I'm just going to be trying to play as much Magic as I can. Today, I am playing Buckets. They Plasmoid, Celestial Warlock, Tripping Hazard to most, Friend to all. Um, and yeah, I'm just really excited to be here, raising money for a great cause, and playing a game with some of the best people I know.
Beautiful. Um, that goes around the bar. This year's Magic of Vegas is going to be huge. I think I know 3 of us are rooming together, so hell yeah. Buckets. I love. My gauge on buckets is up and down, but I'm loving buckets so far. The tripping hazard got me again. I love it. So please describe how. Not yet. Sorry. I have to introduce myself. I'm Oz. I write on Blue Sky about magic and art and how it interconnects sometimes. This is all in. This is a. I love playing D&D. I love playing D&D for charity. I love playing D&D with these folks. This particular instance is towards a content creator fundraising goal for Commander Sealed, which is really cool. Hopefully we get there. These amazing prizes are beautiful incentives, and I can't thank everyone enough for being here and coming together for this moment. And we're going to be doing this every Sunday from 12 to 4-ish to get through this month, and then end just before Magic on Vegas, which is really cool because then we'll get to see each other, which in and of itself will be amazing. We're going to start with the explosion of Arcavios. The whole plane is gone. Completely destroyed. Arcavios had fallen to extreme disrepair and destruction in the Phyrexian invasion. This has been years since then. Buildings have been rebuilt. Funerals have been had. We have come to a place where the normalcy is getting over the grief of the past and into the present. But for right now, in these moments, school is back in session. As we go through, I'm going to have so sorry again, knocking off the rest. I have 3 things here to run through. Bop, 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 bop. Cool. Little story about Strixhaven. Strixhaven is a college of mages. It's an academy of mages. Everything is high fantasy, high magic. If it doesn't glow, it probably should. If you are winding down in the Fire Jolt Cafe, taking in the stronger alcohols at Bozen Tavern, playing at the Aerojaunt Field, your lives are interconnected with hundreds of other students, the faculty themselves. We're going to start right with Cass and Clark. Clark, it's year 3, and I'll postulate this to everybody. But year 3, students, you are a little bit higher in rank than the other students around you. You're a little bit older. You used the term super senior, which I had not even considered it, but that's the perfect term. Because that's a normal term that I just didn't know. Thank you for telling me. the year 3 tradition is for year 3 students that are returning or being inducted. Exchange small gifts to someone in year 2 or year 1 of your choice. Now, you can have what would Clark's. I think Clark has done this a couple times, and it's always been to different people around the area, of course. But you, once again, could you please describe what Clark looks like and what gift they might be presenting to either a first year or a second year?
Clark is an orc. He is very, very big, very, very muscular. Like, even for orcs, he's like very, very strong, very, very big. It's kind of his claim to fame. He used to do a lot of weightlifting, and he sort of got bored with that after doing it for the many years that he's been in school. And he started to take like a liking to cheer a little bit more because it was a little bit different from what he used to do. But he has very prominent tusks. He also is like a greener, kind of blackish, kind of colored orc. He has like very shiny eyes. He has like very clear eyes for an orc. It's something that he uses to kind of charm people in a way. He has like a little bit of a charming veneer because like sometimes like orcs can have like coloration in the eye, and he doesn't have that. So he seems a little bit more approachable as an orc. He wears the Prismari outfit. His is like always like really well kept. He's like very like systematic about cleaning his clothes and getting it like retailored if anything rips or tears. His family is very rich and like well off, so he does not spare any expense. He looks good. He is definitely going to give a gift to probably a sort of student that's like kind of standoffish, who doesn't have a lot of friends. He wants to like use his influence to like get that kid involved with more things. He's not terribly smart though, so he doesn't know what this kid likes. He just sees a kid standing by their self and being like, "You're not cool. I need to make you cool." So probably something like shiny or big or like something heavy. He's probably under the impression, like, I don't know, like a necklace, like a heavy necklace or a crown or something. So he would probably get something like that for a kid and be like, yeah, this will probably solve the problem. This will make you really cool. Like a cape or like a scepter or something.
Ooh, a cape is good. Cape is great.
Okay, let's go with cape then.
Let's go with cape. Do you have it wrapped?
I think that he likes the showmanship of it. I think he would want to put it on this kid. So I think that he would have it in like a container, but he would want to like put it on. So nothing like difficult to like take out and like put on. So like if he's giving the gift to this kid directly, he would want to put it on them. So like easy to like remove and put on.
Okay, awesome. Does it have any symbology on it?
I think he would want it to either have a Prismari emblem, like a brooch or something on it, or a lore hold. Because like he's the nephew of like Plarg.
Yeah.
And he like reps Lorehold because of that, but he's a Prismari. He doesn't have like a super strong connection to Prismari, but he is kind of Prismari at heart. So either of those, whichever one would be easier for him to come by. I don't know his connection with his uncle.
Keep your anything that you could imagine you could have this thing embroidered. You could have it magically shifting. You can even have it like a blank slate cape that will, if you're giving it to a first year, it would like look like a college of their choice when they.
Okay, let's do that. Like, let's do the one that'll change to the color of their choice, like
Okay.
whenever they get sorted.
Beautiful. I'll give you some examples of some students around you. You have roll a perception check for me.
Okay.
And I'll tell you whom you see, and then Clark will determine who to go to.
Okay, let me pull up I don't know why I closed my character sheet for some reason. Silly me. Okay. Perception. Is he perceptive? He's decently perceptive. That's a nat 1.
All right.
This actually tracks for him, to be honest.
Hell yes. Hold on. Give me just an associated straight intelligence check, no proficiency.
Oh, his intelligence is 8. So that's I hit intimidation by mistake. Don't look at that. Intelligence. That's a 5.
A 5? Okay.
Yeah.
So you have your gambit. Clark walks on to the Archway Commons. Like, this is where like the gift giving is given. You're standing in front around the biblioplex. The star arches are these massive tons and tons stones slowly rotating in the air. There's so many people. Clark zooms in on one object, walks up to it. Your back is to what you see is like wings first, and then then you get all you see is like wings and robe and like some big hair, and then you turn. How do you approach them?
Is it like, do I think I know them? Because like I feel like if Clark knew them, it would be like different how I approach this. Do I think I know them?
You do not know them.
Okay. Okay. I would like walk over and I would like go. I would tap them on the shoulder, but like kind of like very rough. Like, hey.
Got it. You as you're walking up this person's kind of large. Like, you're big. This entity is kind of large. You see a robe, you see some like folded wings down to the side, some big hair, and you don't have to like lean down to hit the shoulder. You're kind of like touching up on this monstrosity just a little bit on the shoulder, and you're like you kind of like give him the full fork jab in the shoulder. You're like, hey, what's up? And then as this entity turns, you see a massive like lithe sphinx turns very slowly and looks down at you. They have this like silver and blue metal brocade like breastplate that is like stamped and bolted across with like this emblem you don't recognize. And as you look down, as it looks down at you, what do you say?
Is this? Do I think that this is like a student? Like, why did I approach them? Like,
oh, you have no idea.
Okay. So panic mode. I'm like, okay.
They do not look at you in hostility though.
I am like, are you like a really big first year or?
Directly behind them, like around from their body, you see you see actually your uncle like leans around this body and says, "My boy, what are we doing?" And the Sphinx turns back to Clark and says, "No, actually, we'll wait. We'll hear them out. Do you have something?"
And I just go, oh yeah, this really big first year. Have you seen their wings? Like, first years are getting so big. They used to be so small, but this person's just so big. They just keep pumping them out bigger and bigger every year.
Give me a flat charisma check.
Okay, flat charisma. I'm actually good at this.
and an insight.
Okay. That's a 21 on charisma.
Ooh, okay, hell yeah, hell yeah.
And insight, I'm also good at insight. That's like one of his like little things that he can do. And that's a 17 on insight.
Okay, so this person has turned and this Sphinx has turned and regarding you with a pretty genuine curiosity, and the way that you say, "Oh man, first years are getting huge nowadays. This guy's massive. Like damn, look at these traps." And, like, you like follow, look at the muscles on the wings. You see them like actually like stand up, their shoulders go back a little bit, and they kind of stand up a little more haughty, and they're like. Hmm. And they turn back to Plarg, and Plarg is in on that 17 insight. Plarg is devastated. Your uncle is stone faced, but there's like some like nervous saliva dripping off his tusk, and you know your uncle, you know he is beyond destroyed in this moment. But after a beat, this Sink says, "Well, I do believe with this incredible gift," and they hold out this massive white paw to you. That they that we may have found a home here anyway. This is incredible. And they hold out the paw, and it's like about 3 feet wide, massive beans.
And I just at this point I still haven't clocked that this is not a first year.
Yeah.
I'm like I was just like, yeah, good luck on your let me do the voice. Good luck on your first year. It's tough out here, but you'll figure it out. And I like I try to like attach the because he's still committed to putting it on.
Yeah.
He's trying to put it on like over the wings, like trying to just clasp it.
They absolutely bend down and let you clasp it on them, and like it magically like extends to their neck size and like flows out behind and has like two little slits for the wings to go through to like make sure it stays on, and they're kind of vibing in it. Your uncle kind of comes over to you and says, excuse me. He goes, delicate Unfaza, please, thank you for your humoring my nephew in this exchange. And Plarg turns to you and says, like slowly turns towards you as he says, "I'm sure the Ravnican delegate from Obscura has somewhere else to be." And it kind of like shuffles you along just a little bit away from the Sphinx. It says, "Are things well?"
Can I roll intelligence to see if I actually pick up on that?
Oh, for sure.
I don't think he would. Think he actually, with like that much information, would get it. I think he's still locked in on his way of thinking.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna roll here. Oh, that's a nat 20. He does get it.
No shit. So not only have you like completely like barged in, usurped him, gained way more like companionship and traction with this delegate than Plarg was getting. You clock immediately who this was. This is a they call them delegate Onfaza, a Sphinx delegate of Obscura through the Omen Path.
Ooh. Okay. And I like as like he's being led away, I'm like bowing like as he like goes by, like trying to like clean it up as he walks off.
Hell yeah. Plarg says, "Enough of that. Enough of that." the nervous saliva is ruining him, and he kind of like takes you towards like there's towards one of the fountains, and says, "My boy, are you well?" You have
Yeah, just classes, cheer, you know.
how how many classes this year?
Not sure. Might drop them as usual. Might take like 3, see how much the classes are asking me to do, see if I want to do that. And classic me
Of course.
stuff.
Classic Clark.
What's up with you? You seem a little stressed, a
Uh,
little bit, and I start like massaging his shoulders a little bit.
he's not in the comments. Not in the comments, please. I, he like fluffs his jacket. Says, no, you, how are, you hear like 20 feet away from you. You just hear like this gaggle of students like passing by, and they go, Clark, shove your muscles.
And I instantly just the guns are out, and I reach them out like for them to like touch and stuff, and I'm like, oh, you guys going to the game later? I think there's like a game later. I'm not sure. There's always games.
There's always games. They just fawn over you for about 5 seconds too long, and Plarg says, Plarg kind of like shoos you away from them one more time, like a little bit closer to the fountain, and says, "Please, Clark, my darling nephew, if you have need of, and did you take up Advisor Greta that I recommended to you, the class planner?"
Oh right.
I will
I
send her by
def
your dorm one more time. Have you lost your sending stone? He pulls out. He has like a little bag that just says Clark on it, and he just pulls you out another sending stone that he can call you at.
I like tuck it in my bag, but
Yeah.
like maybe there's a hole in it and it keeps falling out,
Yeah. He says, with these, you are my most favorite family member. Please.
He says that and he's like genuinely like very happy to hear it. He's like wants to hug him, but he's already been told to stop today, so he's like respecting it.
Just
I think you need a roll to see if like he withstands like the temptation.
oh.
The thing is like Clark is stupid, but he's not emotionally stupid. He's like dumb when it comes to information, but like he like respects boundaries. So like being told not to touch someone, he doesn't like he'll get that like immediately. So like he like the reason he like massaged originally is because he could tell his like uncle was getting upset,
Right.
and his uncle normally likes it, but it's like a public place where he's like, calm down, I don't want you to, and he's like not here, and he's like, oh okay, right, I gotta like remember where I'm at.
Right.
And then he was like, but he's like, I don't want to do it again, like he's like, I've been told no, I will respect that. But it might be if it was like lock in, this is like don't throw up in front of a person you don't know, he might not put that together. He might not put it together.
Hell yeah. He kind of like he kind of like he hands you the sending stone. You put it in your pocket, and Plarg actually like puts a hand on your shoulder. And like really hesitantly, just like a make sure it's okay, and then like gives you a good shoulder clasp. Says, "You are my favorite family member, but I do wish for you to see your potential and move on from this place. Perhaps this year will be the year. You have all your. I will contact Greta, make sure you have your classes in order and your schedule. I will hire you an assistant again if I need to. However, that is on you. You have access to the funds, and you know the RAs better than I do. Please, assess yourself, Clark. You know your worth and your goals. I trust you. and then he's like, when I'm done here, you can meet me in my office. We will go over the things you might need for the class. That was, and he stops again and says, as he turns and says, you can kind of see he on the 17 insight carrying over. You're pretty intuitive. You notice that he is inwardly thankful of you connecting with the delegate more than he was, right? And he says, "You'll do good work this year."
Like, yeah, like Clark is like very like smart, but he's not as charming as Clark.
He says, "You'll do good work this year. I believe in you. You're my pride and joy."
And Clark is like crying. He's like actually like he's like tearing up. He's not trying to like make a show of it. He's like genuinely moved.
Clark!
He's like tearing up. He's like tearing up. He's like he waits until like Clark turns away to like walk away, but he's like walking to classes. Like at this point, like Clark's walked away. He's like just sobbing. He's like that's just like he's just like open with his emotions like that. He's like I like really that like moved him. So he's like tearing up while he walks to class.
You see that gaggle of people come by and say, "Clark, what did the mean professor say to you? Do you want me to trip him?"
No, it was just so beautiful, honestly. You know, like when people say they love you, you know, it's just like really hard to like, what do you say? You know, I love you too. It's not enough.
And one of the there's a little ashen skinned, like almost like a vampire gnome, like in that gaggle. They're following you and say, "I'll stab him if you need to. I'll take care of him. We'll figure something out."
Oh no! Oh no! Please don't! Please.
There'll be a dean opening.
No, I've told you a million times he can't just kill people. We're trying to save people's lives. I've told you a million times. We kill bad people, and I'm not really sure how to know when people are bad, but we'll know.
Yeah. And you see one of them says, "Yeah, write it down. He told you again." He's like, "Oh, right," and he like has like a little tattoo on his arm, and he says like, "Times Clark has told me to not do bad stuff." And puts another mark on there. As you're walking through the commons, we'll move from you. Buckets. Please tell me how Buckets ambulates through the crowd to give a gift. And what gift?
Yeah, Buckets, for the most part, doesn't doesn't move around in a humanoid form. He kind of just rolls around, slorps around, if you will.
Yeah.
I think that's a good word for it. And he just, I think in these moments, in this moment, he's just kind of looking for anyone that looks like, I don't know, that they're just expecting something. Like, whether it's conversation, whether they're waiting for someone, whether they're waiting for something entirely different. I think he would just wait until someone made eye contact with him, like someone who's like looking around. And he would just go to the first person that made eye contact.
Okay. I'm going to make a flat charisma check for me.
Okay.
That's not 20. This is 20.
15 plus 4, 19.
Okay. There's again in the commons, there are dozens of people. Hundreds of people. People with booths set up. There are illusionists on their soapbox, like drawing people in for various things that are paid. There are people like clubs and things hire illusionists from Quandrix. Like you see a bunch of people that are just like they're working like another side job, like a side gig, like showing a fireworks, prestidigitation, kind of like bringing people into their clubs. You see Dragon Chess has like four illusionists that are just like moving giant chess pieces illusionary around the chessboard. Um, with a with that high charisma, you see a give me a second. Kind of a shuffling student in they're being followed by three people that stand out.
Mhm.
They have armor on that is like white and segmented all the way down to their ankles. You see they have like um, some sort of garb underneath that like is skin tight, and then like it's like a mesh, and then an armor underneath it. Overneath, what the
Yeah.
fuck did I just say? Armor over top.
That's my new favorite word, overneath.
Overneath.
Yeah.
Overneath.
Write it down. Overneath. Um, they she has a half like golden see-through visor on the bottom half, like covering her nose, and then like this white cape, and she's holding the top half of a helmet, like on the right hand side, and
Hell yeah.
you see her talking with two people that are older in kind of the same garb. It's flat colors, like not there's it's a synthetic material top down, but
Yeah.
they seem to have been they're out of place, and you kind of see them
Okay.
shuffling around, looking into the sky. You can almost see looking for threats, and what they see is you. Um, what you are in plasmoid form, just kind of meandering
Yeah.
around.
Yeah, so when I'm rolling around, so they would see buckets just kind of, just like this little ooze blob, like just kind of rolling over itself towards them. Um, when I see them make eye contact with me, I start to transfer into my humanoid form. I can't express how not elegant of a process this is if I'm not aiding myself magically.
Mm-hmm.
You see this like long tentacle kind of slurp out and slam against the ground, and then it becomes a hand, and then I start pushing myself up. It's very body horror, honestly. Another tentacle becomes a hand and pushes me up, and I stand up.
It's like a
Uh,
it's like a light green hexus, like
yeah, exactly.
coming out of the machinery.
Yeah,
That's
and then
so
I stand
freaking
up.
cool.
Yeah.
That's so
I
cool.
I stand up and you see my one eye, and where my mouth is, like, slowly float up to where the head would be on this humanoid figure.
Awesome.
Um and then and then I walk up to this person and say, "Are you a first year?"
With that flat charisma check, I'm gonna make an insight right here. They you can tell the people behind this woman. How tall? How big is Buckets when he's in humanoid form?
Yeah, when Buckets is in humanoid form, he is 3'7".
Great. So you're kind of looking up this person who's maybe like 5'9", 5'11", in that armor. They're just kind of looking down, staring at you wide eyed, and you say, "Are you a first year?" And you see the parent what you assume to be her parents behind her are like almost like reaching for weapons like that aren't there, but like
Yeah.
you see the dad's hand go to his side sword. You see, but like his main weapon's gone, and like he holds his wife behind him, and like you pop up, and she looks down at you, looks back at the parents, and nods once.
Well, welcome. I was the first year once too, and it's a kind of a tradition around here to give gifts, and um, so I thought I would do my duty and give you a gift that was given to me as a first year. And he plunges his hand. Kind, you think he's plunging his hand. Once it kind of makes contact with the body, the limb just kind of vanishes, right?
Yeah.
But you see this small this small object start getting pulled from like the left side of his body up into his right arm, and and from the palm of his hand rises this little crumpled up gum wrapper.
This was a gift given to me on my first day here, so it seems only fitting that I bestow it upon another first year. May it bring you good grades and lots of friends that I've made.
They make a persuasion check for me.
Yikes. 9 13.
Okay. You see her kind of look down at the wrapper, like looking in the eye, look down at the wrapper. It says like Quandrix, like take 5 gum.
Yeah. This is how it feels to choose 6.
Yeah. They reach down. They grab it with like their gauntleted hand. You can see like interlocking, like it's too white. It's like their armor is made of like porcelain or eggshell that is like just beautifully, masterfully interlocking. It's like not made for this environment almost. And they reach down, they pick it up between 2 fingers, they like flatten it out, and then like they push a button on their lapel, and like a little slide comes out, and they push it in, and they pulls it out. It says, "Thank you. My name is Rubina."
Of course. Rubina. It's very nice to meet you. I'm Buckets.
Are you a student? Are you a
Oh, yes, I'm a student. 30-year Quandrix.
Quandrix? Right. You will be my friend.
What school are you going to be in?
She looks like she hasn't heard of them all yet. And she's like, "You will be my friend." Father,
Rubina.
mother, I have made a friend. And she turns, and the father says, "Good. Conquer this world. We'll see you in 5 years." And then like a laser,
The neurodivergency runs in the family.
he says, "Conquer this world. We'll see you in 5 years." Shakes their hand, salutes, and then a laser gun portal shoots from the sky, slams into them, and they ascend to the heavens. And Rubina turns, like her cape is blown past, like parts of you are like blown away, and like as when the laser stops, you like kind of recollate into your form, and they turn and they like look down, like they look further down because you're a little smaller.
Yeah.
And they say, "I will find a dorm. I will find sustenance and rations. I will meet you back here at 1700 hours." And
Okay.
and they turn and leave.
Buckets will turn to look at a clock that definitely doesn't go up to 1700. And will just shrink back down and start rolling away slowly.
You see, you pass this group of this Quandrix illusionist like runs up. You recognize him as. Give me a second. I have my people. I have some NPCs. You see another 3rd-year student runs up to you. It's a orc with like a pale teal skin, huge flapping ears, these like massive, like really slender tusks. You know this guy is Urzmaktok, and
Urzmaktok?
you will always say he always insists that everyone say his full name, Urzmaktok, at all times. He says,
As he should.
Yeah. Urzmaktok like kind of jogs up to you lightly, and says, "Hey, Buckets. You were holding on to that. Oh, there it is." And he like reaches inside you just real quick and like grabs the delivery of like quills that you had were holding for him. It says, "Thanks, man.
I forgot those were in there.
Appreciate you. You have a way with people. I hadn't seen them before. I don't think they were even here through an Omen path.
Who, Rabina?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Are they cool?
Yeah, she seems cool. Supposed to meet her back here. She said 1,700 hours. Clocks must work differently where she's from.
Yeah, you can't fault them for that. But hey, if you use micro time, right, you can make any clock say anything.
That's true.
Okay, cool. You know it.
That's true. Everything is infinitely divisible. This is a fact.
Quandrix talk. Quandrix talk.
You get it. You get it. Buddy.
Yeah.
He reaches down. He reaches down. He plucks off like a little like plorp of his body.
He goes, even me.
And then he sticks it back on.
God, Puckett, you get it. You're so solid. You're awesome.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, I see what you did. Please.
Non-Newtonian, probably.
Do you want to test that one time? I can hit you a bunch.
Sure.
Okay, cool. I'll pencil it in, and like as soon as he says pencil it in, the across the board like Quandrix planning calendar alights in both of front of your faces, and zaps each other, and then like your time is scheduled immediately.
Perfect.
There's like a flash of each of your calendars like comes up in front of your face, and then they like touch tips for a second, and then they go away.
Touch tips.
Immediately scheduled. Just,
I didn't know it was
It's kind
that kind
of
of
weird.
stream.
It's kind of weird that our calendars have to dock, but it's fine. Whatever.
it's a useful interface. I'm told there's some students around doing a lot of good research on that. But I'll catch you next time. Again, remember if you want to join third year. Hold on.
Yeah. Big year.
Third year in gear. Are you in advanced abstraction?
Yeah, that's my first class.
Hi, I'll see you there.
I'll see you there.
You're amazing. Okay, I'll catch you later.
Bye, Urza.
Nope.
Rolls away.
And you are off to class. Next, we'll move along the line a little backwards. Olo, could you tell me describe your character, what they're wearing, and what gift they might have brought?
Sure. So Olo is making their way through the crowd, and they're tall, kind of lanky. Looks like they haven't quite grown into their body. Caramel colored skin, wild mane of black hair, and robes and appearances a little bit wild, a little bit disheveled. Under their arm, there is a costume, and it looks to be homemade. It is a pest costume. So Olo is actually the entertainment assistant for the Mage Tower Cheer Squad, and is the Witherbloom mascot. And so Olo wants to find a protege because they know that their time at Strixhaven is going to come to the end someday, and they want to, basically prepare the next generation of pest mascots for Witherbloom. So,
Hell yeah! And for everyone at home that might not know, a pest is a multi-legged mouse or frog-skinned thing that looks like a Langolier with extra tremor limbs, sort of.
Yep.
We love it.
Almost like a salamander with a bunch of extra limbs.
Yeah.
But the costume is very janky. It's obviously homemade, but it was made with a lot of love.
Hell yeah. I'm gonna give you a. This is a mascot. You have a wonderful way with costumes. Um, the the pest costume. Can you describe it? Is it like it as a mascot? It's gonna be oversized, right?
It's yeah, it's so Olo is going to be hard pressed to find a student that will wear this well. It's way oversized. It's very lumpy in places. The seams are like definitely need some work. But Olo did his best. This is something that like he or you know poured hours into over the past few weeks, and now they just need the right person to give it to.
Awesome. Um, would you like to roll with like a perception to check the crowd,
Sure.
scan who might seem interested?
Okay, I got a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say like knowing your physiology, you can find several people that might be equivalent to it. Is there a certain with a dirty 20? Is there a certain like vibe you're going for off a student? Like, do you think that they'd be? Do you think they'd
Yeah.
go for like a stuffy guy, or is just someone who would vibe well with the costume?
I think I think Olo is looking for someone who needs a friend. Maybe looks a little bit lost. Kind of searching for someone. Waiting for someone to reach out to them. And so if there's someone in the crowd that kind of looks like they want someone to talk to, I think they're going to be drawn to that person.
Okay. There's a quick look of recognition as you meet eyes across like maybe 30 feet away with Professor Dina. As she is she's watching. She's with a gaggle of students, like kind of talking very gently, and she turns and she sees you, and she clocks that you're holding something, and she kind of like waves you over gently, says, "Darling Olo, good day. Do you do you is this the yearly? Is this your gift exchange day?"
And so Olo says, "It is, and I have the perfect gift. I am looking for the future mascot for Witherbloom." And he kind of like holds up
She
the
gasps.
yeah, he holds up the costume, and it's in all its glory, and it's very lumpy, and but he's very proud of it.
Um, oh, she's like, "Oh, that is an incredible gift. We will perpetually need good students to face the horrors of crowds like you do every day. Thank you for your presence. I'll introduce you. Actually, she thinks for a moment, and she turns back to the crowd she's talking to, and she says, Rampart. Rampart, join me for a moment." And you see, like coming out of the group, you see a very stocky Luxodon with like sawed off tusks with like these like gold caps on them, and he has jewelry all through his ears, hook and loops, this massive like almost like double ball peen hammer, like a well, I guess that would be a peen hammer, but that's really funny to say, on his chest as like a holy symbol, and he's wearing like brilliant reds and golds, but he comes up to you, says, yes, Professor. Hey, how's it going? And he like holds his hand out to you. He's like, hey, I'm Rampart. How you doing?
So Olo takes Rampart's hand and shakes it, and then kind of immediately like turns him around and holds the costume up
Hmm.
to him, and is kind of like sizing him up. And yeah, I think I can make this work. I didn't account for the tux, but I think if I like make some alterations, we could definitely like get you into this type of thing. He's very focused on this costume, though.
Get me into that. Oh, and he's like he kind of like holds for a second. He's like, will the tusk be will the trunk be a problem? I could like hold something out and like act like I'm puking.
Oh no, like how flexible is that tusk? I think we could probably
Oh,
expand the head a little bit and make some alterations. I think we can make it work.
oh, it's flexible.
In fact, I know we can make this
And
work.
he reaches up and like touches the back of his head, like the top of his head with it. He's like, this is ambulatory. This is great.
And so Olo looks very pleased and is like, "You're our new mascot. Like I know this. I knew from the minute I laid eyes on you,
I'm,
you were the one."
he's like he's kind of beaming, and he's like, hell yeah, I'm a mascot. Yes, this I knew it. This is my destiny.
This kid has like literally talked to 2 people his whole life, and he's like, "Oh my god, I'm being noticed."
This is my destiny.
The perfect mascot. The perfect mascot.
I,
So Olo starts to inquire about like, "Hey, have you had any like formal dance or gymnastics training? Like, how athletic are you? Like, are you a good acrobat?"
I can play chess really well.
Okay, we can work with that.
I'm-
We can make this work.
I'm really good at libraries.
Okay, I think we can find a book that might help us. We'll check it out later together.
He's like, he's just like death gripping this costume. He's like, yes, I'm so excited. I need this. I needed this, Olo.
So Olo, kind of feeds into it and encourages it and says, I think you're going to be great at this. Like, I think you're going to be a natural.
I'm a natural. I'm great. This is great. He looks at Professor Dina, who's like, kind of like hands off, like, you go, kid. He's like, you guys have enough to talk about. Please, join me. Olo, I will have a discussion with you a little later. You have a group project this year, out in Sedgemoor. I'll need you to pick a partner for that one. And I think we both have the right person in mind for that.
And so Olo throws his arm around was it Rampart?
Rampart.
Yeah, throws his arm around Rampart and says, I got my buddy."
She's like, yes, perfect. I will send you the details. Later. Thank you. And she walks off. This costume, Rampart is so excited. You see, he's not only happy to be away from the crowd of people, to be singled out and given this like magnanimous gift, but is like already thinking of the ways of like what he can hold outside this pest's mouth to throw at people. He's like, I could see them in the crowd, and I could chuck apples, maybe, perhaps even rotten ones. I was thinking I'd go. I was thinking I would go towards a more heady route, but this has changed my fate and destiny. This was always fated to be I will be a mascot. And then he just like won't stop talking about it. Do you leave him there, or do you like show him towards like the Mage's Tower area?
So I think he starts to guide Rampart toward the library and says, "Let's go do some research." I think I have some ideas in my head. I like where you're going with the apples. I think we can maybe find something a little less hazardous to throw into the crowd, though. And starts talking about maybe we could blow bubbles or something like that. I think that might be, or a confetti cannon. Could you turn your trunk into a confetti cannon? And as they're walking, they're just rambling and kind of bouncing ideas off each other.
Right? He's like, if I put confetti in there, I might sneeze. But I guess that's the purpose of a cannon, is to shoot out at high force. So perhaps I will be a great confetti cannon. And
Perfect.
He's just in it. Beautiful. Last but not least, we have Tella. Can you please describe what we're looking like today? And I might have an idea of what this gift is, but
Ellie.
Telly again?
Yes. Yeah.
God.
Like short for television or telephone.
Telly.
Not like you, Spoony Bard from Final Fantasy 2/4.
Spell it with a Y on your paper.
Yeah,
Hey,
just
that
like
works.
write it different.
Write it different. Telly, could you please describe your character? And
All right, so
what your job is?
Telly is a Dominarian, kind of generic human, just appearance-wise. Very indescript, not someone you would pick out in a crowd. They have a like kind of mohawk into a braid with shaved sides of one head. And they have a lot of like really baggy clothes. Like in modern real world, this would be someone who is always wearing an oversized hoodie and cargo pants. So not literally those items, but lots of pockets, big hood on the back. And anyone who gets near will sometimes kind of be doing double takes and thinking they saw little like bits of movement. And if you spend time around them, you'll see, in fact, there are a bunch of like little baby mantises that kind of go in and out of the pockets and the hood and stuff. So it has a little friendly infestation, but no like sense of there's no like bad smell or anything. This isn't a hygiene issue. This is a cultivated
Hell yeah.
population.
It's an ant farm
Yeah.
on the outside.
Yeah. And so they've got that stuff, muted colors, not trying to get attention, and they have on their head it's kind of like that steampunk kind of device, but is a real thing in some applications where you have different kind of monocles with different magnifications and that kind of thing. So they have like a little viewing device for looking at small things.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
cool.
So do I need to reveal the gift already, or wait until I find someone to approach?
You can find someone to approach. What is your perspective gift? You can roll me a perception check to see whom you spy.
Right. Let me see. That's a 10 on the die. Let me look at my modifiers. +5
Ooh.
on perception, so 15.
15. You have kind of a gambit. There's tons of students that are like singled out, sitting down. There's a couple that are that have made friends already, and they're like kind of in the area of like joining, like coalescing into their blobs. You know how they do.
Definitely looking for the loners out here. Doesn't want to have to deal with more than one person at one time. That's a lot.
You with that roll, you actually see someone towards a corner. They're a massive white blue minotaur, and they're kind of like huddled underneath a tree. You kind of just think they were sitting or sleeping, but they're just got their head down and their horns like kind of down, their chin to chest, and you see like a person, another third year. You recognize. Give me a what was the perception check again? 15.
15, yeah.
You see a group of other third years, led by this Prismari guy that has quite a reputation around campus, named Quintilius Antiphon Melantor III.
Could hit that guy in the face with a rock.
You see him. He's a very serious person, but he's the guy that orders a $20 gold drink at the Firebolt Cafe every day and watches them make it every day. And he's been the cause of many arguments and complaints about, like, he's lodged essays towards the campus about letting the poor planes in, and like how that would hurt the reputation of the college. But you see this Prismari guy, you see him. He has like this like gaggle of like three other almost like henchmen behind him, kind of walking, and he walks up to the Minotaur, and there's like a quick exchange. There's like he's like leaning on his back foot, talking down, and says something to the effect, "Do you want to?" With a 15, you can't make out quite as from your distance. Do you want to get a little closer?
Yeah, but trying not to draw attention to myself.
All right. Give me another perception check with advantage.
Okay, that's either a 16 or a 24.
Hot damn. You catch the tail end of something akin to. I already hate this. You catch something to the akin to. Here's some like tickets to my next performance at the end of the year, at the end of the gala, that you may come and see a private show by me. And he just kind of like drops two like illusory tickets that kind of manifest out of the ground, and they kind of float down to the ground, and they just kind of land next to the Minotaur, and the Minotaur doesn't say anything. He says, he kind of like leans in and says, "Did you hear me? I said that you can come see a private show with me, Quintilius Antiphon Melantor III. I'm the best performer on campus. You should know me. If you want to get in with me, you should know me. Here's some tickets." And the Minotaur kind of like looks up at them very slyly, and puts his head back down, and says, "Well, fine. I don't want to deal with anyone who doesn't appreciate the arts anyway." And takes like you see the tickets like roll into fire like across the grass a little bit, and then he walks away, kind of leaving you with an opening to this Minotaur.
Okay, so I take a moment, kind of building up my courage, take a breath, and walk up, kind of leaving a little space, kind of. You like to be alone sometimes, huh?
He kind of like looks up at you. He says, "You kind of like, we're gonna roll." Says, he looks up at you, looks down. He says, he like points up. And he says, "Dominaria." He stands up.
Yeah.
He like stands up. He's like 7'9". Like he has to like get out from under this tree to get out from underneath it to stand up fully. He says, "Dominaria." He points to himself.
Uh-huh.
He says, "I smell home on you."
All right, so this elicits a pretty large grin, and then they take this like mason jar out of their pocket full of sludge, and say, "Do you like food?"
He goes, "Yes, I love food."
Bread. Do you like bread?
Yes.
Oh, good. Because a lot of people, when they come to the school, they suddenly realize that they have to take care of themselves a lot more than they used to. And there's kitchens that you can use and ovens. And if you, I can show you how to use this. This is for you. And like hands them the jar, expecting them to take it.
They reach down their hands like that. They grasp the whole jar and like between like the thumb and middle finger. They kind of like look at it,
Yeah.
sniff it. Oh, for bread.
It doesn't smell good now, but I'll teach you how to use it. And someone taught me when I got here that if you put this in the bread you make, it changes the bread. It makes it better. And I've made a few augmentations. And so if it turns out it may look different than normal bread, it may be a little purpley or a little bluey or a little greenish, and those are all fine. But if there are red veins, if there are veins of any kind, I wouldn't eat it. Just come talk to me. Don't throw it away. Come talk to me. But you know what? I'll be with you. It'll be all right. Just welcome.
He says, he just kind of looks down. He says, oh, I have not seen a friendly face since I came through the station. Knowing I have a part of home here as well, I will be happy.
There are others too. I can tell you who they are later. But where are you from? Like what part of Dominaria?
Forest, Arona, woods, big woods.
Oh, and are there saplings there?
Oh, there's yes, there are saplings.
Oh, that's excellent. It may be that I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. I've been told I do this too much. Would you mind talking about this a little bit more to me later after you get a chance to get settled?
Of course. They put a massive hand out. Cool, Ron.
Cool, Ron.
Cool, Ron.
Well, this is really nice. And there's definitely a sense of surprise that this is really nice on Tilly's face.
Hell yeah. The Minotaur, they have like this white blue fur. It stands out like a paint splash across like the grays and the like the slates of the school. But it like as they're walking, they have their little jar. They have like their loincloth and nothing else. It's you. Give me an insight check.
Oz, you're gonna make me cry, dude. Like, I'm like getting so emotional over this like Minotaur with like no home.
Yeah.
I'm like getting sad, dude.
Yeah, it's. I had to put a little Hurloon Minotaur guy in here just for funsies.
Yeah, and like Telly's making a friend, dude. I'm like tearing up.
Yeah.
I'm so emotional today. Just let me have this.
Yeah.
I like the fact that
It's all good.
I like the fact that it was Cool Ron.
Cool, Ron. Yeah.
Yeah,
Make
that's cool.
roll me an insight check for Telly.
Oh, not great. Let me see. It's a 4 plus 2, so 6.
6. You with that 6, you see them. You are basking in the like you. Not only did you make a thing for someone else today, you made a conversation. You had a friend. You made a friend today.
Yeah.
That's what you see. This like Minotaur is like striding out across campus, like kind of just looking up at all the tall buildings, and like you can see them making connections in their head, but you're kind of like alien to what they are right now. But as you are kind of like in this grassed area, you feel a little tug at your leg, a little like a yank yank. Scrabbly claws. You look down. There's
First, I have to like yelp and not like hop.
Yeah, there's a there's a yelp as you like shake, and then like the catapult, like the atlatl catapult of your leg, shoots a pest up into the branches, and it kind of like splats there for a second, and then like coalesces and like blorbs back down onto the ground.
Okay.
And you hear a message cantrip in your head.
Hmm.
That says that you recognize. This is one of Professor Dina's favorite pests, and she points. The message comes through and says, "We may have a new mascot. Talk to Olo about it. Um, two. Uh, we may have a new mascot. Talk to Olo about it. Um, please bring more bread. Uh, uh, experiments may vary."
Okay.
Um, there, you see other students being given things. You see one of a all of you see throughout this time. There's several other students being given gifts. Like a there's a gnome carrying a massive tome from the biblioplex, gifting it to another gnome student that they've bonded with. It's almost like their twin. It looks like it might be like a sister coming into college at this point. Um, there are groups and cliques that have already started forming. You see people advertising for jobs. You see people advertising for extracurriculars. Um, who among you, Cass excluded, Clark excluded, who among you would have a job on campus that you may be required? Besides the mascot as well. The mascot that would take up
Yeah.
like most of your time is the Mage's Tower, Mage's Tower stuff with and the Prismari as well. Hell yeah. Would specifically would Buckets have a job on campus?
Buckets does have a job. He works in the campus magic labs. He helps clean up after the classes are over for the day.
Magic Labs. All right, and I assume not only makes you a good wage, but the it also helps supplement your cafeteria needs. Um,
It does, especially because I don't really eat a lot, so I don't need a whole lot of food. Um, but yeah, I kind of just schlorp all over the surfaces in the magic lab, clean it, dungeon style, and they have this really Quandrix has this really cool it's like an infinity strainer that I just kind of push myself through, and it squeezes all of the leftover magical stuff that I cleaned up from the lab out into this little into a little bucket that the professor then takes care of.
okay. I love that I have had to write Infinity Strainer on my notes. Uh,
You're welcome.
that's gorgeous.
Everything is infinitely divisible.
Yeah. There are so many things. Would Telly have a job on campus, like on the or
Yeah.
extracurricular, a club perhaps?
No, Telly does the same type of work that Buckets does, but on the campus grounds outside,
On the ground.
which
Okay.
is a job they took because they were hoping to find different substrates and such that might be of interest for growing things in.
Hell yeah. I think that there's a good connection there. There are several things to do for this like first day of school. For the third years, there's no need to attend the opening ceremonies. There's no need to do the rigmarole there. Deans are going to talk about like their goals for the year. People are going to talk about like what they want, how they're going to be the best mage ever, all this stuff. But if I could have Someone roll me a d6 and give me the result.
I rolled a 1.
You rolled. Ryan rolled a 1. Okay. Wonderful. There's how in tune to as a mascot. How in tune to like the campus rumors is Olo? Like, do they catch up on gossip at all? Are they a gossiper?
I feel like Olo is not actively involved in gossip, but just by nature of being close to some of the athletic teams and the rest of the cheer squad, they're definitely in tune with the rumor mill.
Okay. It takes a second, but there's only a few like there's almost no circle a mascot can't get into, right?
Yeah.
Either in costume or out of. So for the most part, you're accepted in most cliques. But the for that rumor mill roll, ba, 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 ba. The big thing about this year is the for the third years, it's the a student committee comes together to organize an every 2-year masquerade committee. Towards the middle of this year, before first break, there will be a large that's the summer event, like the warm weather event is this beautiful nighttime masquerade, this huge gala, and it usually happens, and there are usually rumors of one of the founding dragons attending the masquerade. People don't usually see them unless they're specifically in there to like teach to fill in or to lead an expedition somewhere. But you get a good rumor from this lady on the cheer squad named Greta that Lorehold will be at the gala this year. It's a
Okay.
Valamakis will be at the gala. She's so excited. She feels like she believes it, and you feel like that is a true rumor. So that's huge in of itself, and if that's the case, people are going to be scrambling to get on that committee in order to be present behind the scenes to get that sorted. Ba 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 ba. Whom all is? I'll also say in that rumor, Greta asks you to tell Clark because she can't find him at the moment. But if there's, she was part of. She's on the. She was part of the Iron Lifters, and when Clark moved teams, Greta went with him to kind of like be kind of like his lieutenant in the cheer squad. Right. But you guys know each other really well. And she asks if you could tell Clark while she's handling some things. She's going to get Clark's application for the committee input on his behalf, just in case.
Okay. Yeah, Olo tracks down and tries to do that. Pass that on.
All right. Clark, are you still in the commons area?
Clark is like, if it's the first day of school, Clark is definitely dragging his feet going to class. So like, if class hasn't started, he probably picks his classes like in the middle of the night or like late in the day, so that he can like, wake up as late as he wants, so that he can like mill about. Okay. So he is probably like leisurely on campus, just like hanging out, talking to people. So yeah, he's like.
There's a. I believe at this point you would see Olo kind of searching you out. So you would see each other across the way.
So yeah, Olo kind of sees across the way and starts yelling out, Clark, I have to tell you something. It's really important.
Hello, my man. How are you, dude? Like, what is up? What is hanging? Still a mascot or whatever?
So I try to dap you up and I fail again miserably.
I walk you through it. We like keep going until we get it.
All right. So I'm gonna roll again.
You're
All right,
gonna roll again?
that was a critical fail. I rolled a
Oh,
1,
no.
so I think the second time I actually
I
fell
also
over and
critically
like, hurt
failed.
myself.
Whoa.
I got a 3.
Okay.
I got a 3 actually. I thought that was
So-
a 1, but it's a 3.
High
So like
stakes D&D.
we're both
So
messing up.
I think I kind of fall and then like you kind of whiff because I fell and then you fell on me, and so we're kind of like helping each other up. this point.
I'm helping you up for sure. I'm definitely like
Okay.
it's okay. Like no one saw it. It's cool. We're still cool.
Yeah, like we're looking around and I think the coast was clear, and we should be able to brush that one off. But so yeah, Olo is very excited to share the news and says, "You'll never guess who's going to be at the gala this year. I heard it from a really good source earlier today. Who do you think it is? Guess.
Oh, you're gonna be there?
Good guess. Yes, I am going to be there.
Well,
That's not who I was talking
dude.
about.
That's awesome, dude.
So that's not who I was guessing, or I was trying to get you to guess. I will be there, but I heard on good authority that Lorehold is going to be there
No
in person.
way. Dude, shut up. No way. Dude, we
Way.
have to tell everyone. Like, and I just like reach for the nearest person. Like, the nearest person. And I'm like, immediately, like, guess what? Like,
They're like, what?
who do I find? If there is a person near me, I need to tell them immediately.
You snatch an owlin student flying by out of the air.
I snatch them. I don't try to like hold them to the ground or whatever. I like hold them in the air, like so they're still like flapping their wings or whatever. And I'm like, I need to tell you what I just heard. And I like see if they like want to hear it.
Yeah. Yavanish Stoutclaw. He's a second year Silver Quill, and he says, "Whoa, hey Clark, yeah, go ahead. What's up?"
Dude, guess who's going to be at the ball?
You're so strong. How are you so strong?
I'm orc. Like orcs are very strong. I'm like, and I'm a big orc. Like I also used to lift. It's like all stacked against you, dude. There was just no chance. I was gonna stop you. Let's just be real. I was gonna stop you.
Cosmically, like I would, yeah. I'm snatched. I don't know. Tell me.
No, like I want you to guess. It's more fun if you like guess first before I tell you.
I'm rolling. Are you gonna be there?
Dude, I said the same thing. Like Olo kind of like maybe I thought it was a dumb thing to say. I say a lot of dumb things, but like, come on, it's cool to go to the thing. So whatever. I kind of want to go. Like I'd like to go, but that's not the big thing.
Hell yeah, do you have a date?
Lorehold. Well, not yet. But are you asking me to go?
I know there's the Clark sign-up sheet. Like,
yeah, there is kind of a sign. Like, I have to like check with like a couple of people before there's just like there actually is a line. I don't mean to be disrespectful or anything, but like I do have like a lot of people ask, so I just gotta be respectful. Anyway, I can put you on the list and get back to you. But the more important thing is that Lorehold is gonna be at this event.
Get out of town.
And you need to tell everyone.
I work
Like right now.
I work at the tavern. I'll tell everyone.
Oh my God, love you, babes. God, thank you, and I let them go.
So Olo gives a nod and says, "Hey, you're on the list," and tries to dap them up, and
Dap up Yavanish.
yes, and fails again.
They're in the air. They're just out of reach as they're flying by, and they miss you on the edge. I'll get you next time.
And I like pat you on the back, and I'm like, trying is half the battle, dude. You just gotta keep on trying.
Under my breath, I say I'm gonna get that one day.
So I turn back to Olo, and I'm like, what's the situation on like the committee? Like, who's gonna be like on the who's in charge of it or whatever?
So Olo kind of shrugs and says, "I don't know. I think that there's still space available. I know people once this news gets out, they're going to be trying to get on that committee. I think everyone's going to be interested. Are you interested? Are you going to try to go for it?"
Oh man, I probably shouldn't have made everyone know about it, actually. Thinking really shouldn't have done that, actually. Okay, everyone should
that might complicate things.
I think, honestly, everyone should have an opportunity like this. That inner Clark, that jealousy, I really need to get rid of that. I really do. Everyone should have a chance to see Laura Hold. I'm glad I told someone. I'm sorry you saw that. I shouldn't have let that out, you know.
It's okay. I think you have a good shot at it.
Just so I have them, what are Olo and Clark's passive perceptions?
Let's see. Mine is 17.
Mine is 16.
That's so good. You guys are so perceptive. Very good. Okay. Neither of you notice that right next to you, you said, "Oh, Clark, is the list open?" And you turn, and Rudy's right there. He goes, Rudy's like 5 feet away. He hasn't moved towards you.
Can I roll to see how many people are around me right now?
Yeah, you see like around you, like Rudy and Olo are the closest people near you. You guys are in like you and Olo are within talking like conversation distance. Rudy's just beyond that. Like Rudy's 10 feet away, talking to you normally in like a really like neutral tone, and then around you there's some space, and then there's people. So not very many people around you.
Dude, what are you doing here? It's good to see you, dude.
I heard we're having the masquerade this year.
Yeah, dude. Are you going or whatever?
I'll be going.
Cool.
He's not taking any steps towards you, and he's like a rude 10 feet away.
Oh, cool. So, Olo, my man, I probably should get to classes or whatever. I'll see you, Rudy. I'll catch you, whatever.
What's your first class?
Huh? Are you asking me DM or is it Rudy asking me?
Rudy's asking.
Actually I have to go check. Let me go look. What is my first class? I actually feel like Clark wouldn't know. I think he would know the time, not the class.
Yeah.
Lunch.
Okay. I know what it is now. But I think Clark will be like, I'm not super sure, and I like start like flipping through I'll like magically pull up my like schedule or whatever, kind of covertly as I can. And I'm like, oh yeah, turning inner flame into outer flame.
Oh, that's a good one. All right. That's my first class too. I can walk you there.
Really, dude? That's cool. cool. That's cool.
Do you wanna,
I
do you want to work together?
did you were you thinking of like taking that class for real? I heard that the professor is actually not super nice. I don't know if I'll actually be taking that class all year, but I want to just like try it out, you know.
He turns like his head perceptive, like just ever so slightly to Olo. He's like, "Are you taking that class?"
I'm not taking that class.
Dude.
That's not for me.
But are you walking that way though, dude? We can like walk together or whatever.
Yeah, I'm headed that way. I'm headed to arcane history right now. So
Yeah, we could
I'll join
all
y'all.
yeah, let's all walk together.
Oh, okay. Sure. Just giving you nothing. 10 feet away, Rudy is like a buff, human man that is like has like really like the middle part, like the evil twin middle part. Like he's missing half of someone to be there to stop him from what he does.
Oh wait.
Socially.
Oh wait. So Clark is like, yeah, and they're like walking to class. Like I imagine that class starts like in a decent amount of time, not like super soon, because like Clark was like using it as an excuse to get away. But who teaches that class?
That would be a Prismari Dean. I'm not sure. Let's just say your uncle. He seems like the kind of person to seems like the kind of dean to really highlight a class.
Oh, I thought
yourself.
I thought maybe my understanding is wrong. I thought Plarg was like a Lorehold professor.
Oh, is Plarg Lorehold?
I think Plarg is Lorehold.
Give me one.
I took a history.
I think it is.
Yeah,
Lorehold.
I took a history class specifically to like be in one of his classes. I think he's Lorehold.
Magical rings. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think I'm taking one of his classes, but like Inner Fire is a Prismari class.
Yeah. That was the. I was thinking of the other half of Plarg, Nasari.
Yes, I think Nasari is like a Prismari.
Yes. So we'll say that this turning Inner Flame into Outer Flame is a very like structured like self-confidence class, and let's say it's ran by Zaffi and his conductors. Zaffi and the Tempest, yeah, that's his band, right? So it's ran by Zaffi.
So, Rudy, you excited for class or whatever? It's like a self-confidence class, you know? Like, you excited or whatever for that?
It's okay. He's also walking behind you 8 feet.
Wow. Olo's kind of, looking at Kark like, I got nothing.
And like Clark is like, I don't want to be rude or anything, but did I make you uncomfortable or anything? You're like kind of far away, dude.
He goes,
and Olo is like, yeah, why don't you come up and
we're walking together, you know.
Goes, okay, and he like walks like 4 feet up and like just within arm's length, but like in between and back behind the two of you. Doesn't walk in the line.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah. So I forget what class or what house are you again?
He's on the he's on your team, right? Or he's
definitely either he's either the same year as me last year, or because like he would have graduated, I think. I know I knew him last year.
Yeah.
So so I don't know. He just definitely isn't a first year.
Got it. Yeah. Let's say he's in. Silver Quill. He's like, he's Silver Quill.
Oh, cool. You doing any like cool writing or whatever?
He goes, not really.
You know,
Oh,
you know what? I don't know what it is today. Maybe it's like the jitters, but my stomach is like killing me. I think I'm gonna go back. I think I'm gonna skip class today. I think I'm gonna go lay down actually.
He goes, okay.
and Olo looks very concerned and is like, do you need help? Like, do you need someone to walk you?
No, I got it.
Like, there's a fleeting look in his eye.
He says, he kind of like Rudy kind of like stops, and just says, okay, and then he like walks. He like as he walks by, he like reaches up and like attempts to like put a hand on your shoulder. As like
Okay.
it like goes to a high. It like starts as a high five, and then you don't high five immediately, and in that split second, and he like goes down and just like pats, like tries to tap on your shoulder.
I like go to like pat him back. Like I try to like pat him back.
It's like,
Just like he does the weird high five thing, and I like just like try to mirror it.
yeah, it's like one of these. And he goes he just like looks at you, Olo, and like just kind of like walks off with a smile, and like goes down the hallway.
All right. Yeah, Olo puts a hand up to try to tap him up, and then thinks better of it and puts his hand in his robe and says bye.
Oh, he comes
And-
back. He comes back. He sees it. He sees you're going for the. He sees your hand outstretched. He's going for the dap. He rolls. He rolls a natural one. Not even kidding.
Okay. I rolled an 11, so like I was actually like
Yours is
on
better.
point, but I think yeah, I was on point and on target, but the natural one I think causes us to miss.
From all day today, with your interaction with Rudy, both of you will have a -2 to your next roll.
Yeah. By the way, Olo, you got dragged into it, but like Rudy's my bane.
Okay.
So
I see.
yeah, whenever he interacts with us, we just get the nags.
I hope I roleplayed that okay.
Yeah, like that's exactly sort of like Clark is like he's trying so hard.
Yeah,
He's trying so hard.
and like it's a guy that gives you nothing.
He also like he's like a combination of like too distant or too close. Like
Yeah,
like
exactly.
he like Clark is like, I don't know how to like gauge you because I don't want you to feel uncomfortable that I'm ignoring you by creating like an unnatural distance from you. I want you to feel comfortable, but at the same time, if you touch me too much, I'm gonna feel weird too.
Yeah.
So like Clark has nightmares about him like Rudy touching him too much, but like Rudy will stand like 10 miles away to talk to him, and he's like, dude, you're being weird. I want like a normal conversation. Like I don't know how to like engage. And he's like, okay. Okay.
Just a true brick wall
so-
of a person.
It's -2 to all rolls or like the next roll.
The next roll,
Your
right?
next
Okay.
roll.
Okay.
Okay.
But and at any point, you can cut them off, right? And you will not have that bane any longer. But that will choose. You'll have to have like a conversation about that, perhaps, or a ghost.
I like like, so if I understand correctly, I would have to do something in character to rid myself of Rudy
Yeah.
to get rid of the Bane.
Yes.
Which unless Clark has some serious character development, I doubt he will get rid of Rudy.
Great. I love it so much. I love a guy that is just a disgusting brick wall of a person. That is like I hated every interaction with this guy.
We've all been there. Like a person who's just like not like harmful in any way, but like, dude, I just don't know what to say to you.
Incredible. So, what do you guys do now?
So I imagine I'm sort of starting to walk away. Like Rudy's gone into class, and I'm like walking away. Olo doesn't have class, so
yeah,
I'm guessing we're walking away together.
Yeah. Cool.
I'll just sort of like look at like Olo and be like, I'm so sorry, man. I didn't want to. I hate lying. It makes me feel icky. I'm fine. My stomach doesn't hurt, but sometimes I just can't handle Rudy sometimes.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you what that was all about. Like,
he's
I was getting like a really weird vibe.
He's just a nice guy. He's just like a little on the offside, and I just don't know how to deal with him. And I don't want people to dislike him or anything. Like, people will like kill people for me, and I don't want them to be mean to Rudy. I just don't know how to chill. I don't know.
Incredible.
Anyway, I'm not sick. Maybe we can go figure out about this committee. Where did you hear this rumor?
Yeah, so I heard it from one of the members of the cheer squad. What was the Greta? I heard it from Greta, like, and on good authority. Like, I think this is happening.
Oh, I gotta talk to Greta anyways because I need to change that class. I cannot go to class with Rudy. I need to change that class like immediately.
Why don't we go find out about it? And maybe we could try to sign up.
Yeah, let's head there.
Let me make sure I got this done. The two things you guys know of because you guys have seen it before. The committee sign-up sheet. It's elected. The committee sign-up sheet is in the main hall of the. So sorry. I'm looking at my maps here. Is in the Grand Loft Hall, the Silver Quill kind of main campus. There's
Oz, there's a bot in stream. There's like
let me see here.
There's like a bot message in chat.
I thought I blocked
Maybe you did. I still see the message though.
I did a thing where I refreshed and then it got rid of it, so I can't see it.
Okay, well, if it's gone, you're good.
Great, awesome, thank you. There's supplementary lists in each of the main campuses, and one on the commons in Bow's End Tavern, and I think like. The day is like kind of near that place where if you've already missed a class, there might not be another one, so people are already like getting off and going to the dorms and things like that. The committee sign-up sheet would be kind of anywhere. So the closest one to you guys would be in the Bow's End Tavern. That's where what's his name? The Owlin. The Bow's End Tavern is where. The Owlin you grabbed, Yavinesh. That's where he's one of the managers at the Bow's End Tavern. So you can see the list there, no problem. That would be the closest one to you guys. Also, Buckets and Telly, what are you guys doing? it's already past the class time. If you already attended the class, let me know what it is. If you haven't, that's okay too. You're just hanging out for the first
Yeah,
day.
I attended my class. Between work and class, Buckets doesn't really have time for anything else. So, if class is over, he would have just finished advanced abstraction, and he'd be making his way towards the history of magic rings.
All right. Abstraction.
So we're on first day of school, right?
Yeah, first day of
First
school.
class. Okay, so Telly is retaking advanced arcomycology just for fun, but already talked to the professor. And is like, I don't need to be there for the first day because you're just going to talk about the boring intro stuff, and I'm really there for the material. And so Telly has a couple of personal projects they're always kind of working on. They're not entirely personal. One is like a graduate thesis kind of document, uh, more philosophical oriented about the potential ethic structures between two symbiotic, like obligate symbiotic civilizations. It's just about thalids and saprolings. And is there any like ethical framework to understand how they interact? And if like the thalids are morally obligated to try and make the saplings able to exist independently of them. So this occupies most of Telly's brain space most of the time.
I feel like there's like
Um,
a thesis there that will
exactly.
goes into it.
That is explicitly what they're working on, is like turning that into a proper document. So they'll likely be working on that, or working on whatever small like part of the lab they were allowed to allocate to growing saprolings specifically.
Okay. The bit of let's say the history of magic rings. Um, you are definitely in that class with Clark. Um, that is a that's an evening class. I think because Plarg knows the his nephew's tendencies, he moved his class time to be as late as he wants to allow. Um, and it's only like an hour lecture, but it has examples. Like he has like examples from all over that you'll get into in lab time. Um, but for that class, both of you, Buckets and Clark, kind of arrive at the same time, and waiting kind of outside the door, watching people come in, is that Quintilius Antiphuan Millentor III. And as
The most goofy movie name ever.
yeah. um, Quintilius has an interesting relationship because he thinks that he's Plarg's favorite. I think Clark, you know that just socially, but there's no real basis there other than most of the time Quintilius gets his way. But let me see here. He's waiting at the door, kind of watching people come in, and as Buckets rolls up, does Buckets, do you address him in any way?
Yeah, I mean, Buckets addresses anybody that like makes eye contact. He's a friendly bloke, so rolling in would say, "Good evening. Excited for the new class."
Quintilia says, you can see like there's like there's like a clique of like four of them, Quintilius and three others, and as you approach, they kind of make a show of holding their noses, and even though like you are acid clean, right?
Mhm.
They say, "Oh my!" You hear one of the ladies in the back say, "Oh my, they're still at the garbage disposal in class." Oh my word! And Quintilia says, "Now, let's not make fun of the help. You know, we are all students of whatever arts we can muster. An abstract, yes, but he's no less of a good student than others. Um, and he kind of looks down at you. He says, "There's good reason to, have everyone attend class. I'll bid you no ill will." And he like kind of steps
Thank you,
aside. And makes a
Quintorius. I
flourish.
appreciate that.
He kind of steps aside, and in a real attempt, a true attempt, a flourish attempt to what he would consider to trip you. He manifests a paint palette and
Mm-hmm.
scoops you up on it, and acts like you're a glob of paint. And like it's like you're just like he's not holding it, but it's like manifested, and like you're walking, and as you're walking, it looks like you're a glob of paint, and like people are snickering a little bit.
Hmm.
He's like
I think
He definitely laughs like that.
Oh no. I would yeah, Buckets would see.
Wow, Quintorius, your illusory work has gotten so much better since last year.
it's Quintilius, and he like
Oh, Quintilius.
and he like
I'll get it one day.
and he like waves his hand, and like a paintbrush starts like picking up, and like he uses it to like clean chalkboard off of like the board, and like your acid is taking the slate away. he's like, oh no, oh look at you destroying property again. What will we do
Okay.
with you, Buckets?
Learn about magic rings for the next hour.
He's like, give me an insight check.
Sure. Natural 20.
Ooh. There's a derisiveness from Quintilius that he feels like he's trying so hard to like quip and deride, but you're unflappable.
Yeah. Buckets, a common thing that people will know about Buckets is that he does not. He tends to take everything in the most positive light imaginable.
Yeah.
So far in Bucket's life, nothing has happened to make him question intention, if that makes sense.
There's a moment where you are like a piece of you is being used to destroy a slate board, and he just like waves his hand, and the palette that you're floating on falls away, and the piece of you kind of coalesces. You just like will it back to you, and he says, he starts to say something. Clark, you're seeing this interaction from as you're walking to the class, because you're getting there just before it starts. But you see a guy.
I'm seeing the tail end of this, or like I'm seeing like this whole thing.
You would definitely see him on a pallet, the pallet dismissed, and the piece of him fall back to Buckets.
It
I feel like I wouldn't know what's going on. I feel like I just wouldn't understand. I feel like I would just see Buckets on a pallet and be like, that makes sense. Like Bucket seems okay, so I'm like, oh, this is fine. They're just like hanging out or whatever.
There's you see another member of the cheer squad, Xanther. he's a second year, but you've taken to him pretty readily. He's a strong guy, very charismatic as well. He's a flame genasi. He's got like super dark skin and like a fiery braids down his back, and like there's a moment where like you hear Xanther's voice, he's a, hey, let up on buckets. Don't make
And
buckets
then-
a pallet again.
And then Clark like immediately is like, oh, so this is a bad thing. This is a bad thing going on. So
He's so precious.
so Clark like comes in and is like not really sure what's going on, and goes, hey, you Buckets? And like I imagine Clark doesn't know Buckets, so it, like points to to you Buckets, like, you Buckets?
Yeah, that's me.
You okay, man? It's I don't know. Do you like being a pallet or whatever? Because I don't know what's going on, and I'm just sensing a lot of hostility, and I just want to make sure you're okay.
Oh, I'm good. I think Quintilius was just practicing some of his illusory work, and you know, I just happen to be malleable and easy to work with.
And I feel like Clark would like turn around and be like, Quintilius, you just practicing? Is like, are you and Buckets like bros or whatever?
He seems offended. He's like, he almost can't hide his disgust. But Xanther goes, nah, man, he was making him a pallet. You don't make people pallets, man. You don't make people paint.
Can I roll insight on Quintilius?
Oh, for sure. As you do that,
I'm gonna have a disadvantage because of my interaction with Rudy.
Oh, yeah, just the -2.
-2, right,
Yeah.
right.
You see, as you're gauging the situation, Xanther Bowen has like he's manifested like these prismari like aerial silks out of his hands that wrap around his forearms, and like you see like as they come off, he whips them down, and like he's so jacked, he's so hyper jacked, and he's getting into a battle stance ready to smack the crap out of Quintilius. What's your insight roll?
Okay, insight. With -2, I have 21.
Ooh, on Quintilius, a 21. There's a I rolled a natural 20 on that, but on a Quintilius seems like the very definition of just hyper unaware person. He's like a Rudy, but he's mean, and he's purposefully mean. He's in the space. He doesn't want to rock the boat. He doesn't want to rock the boat unless it's a boat that he owns. You know?
Okay, I feel like Clark is going to turn around to Quintilius, and he is going to keep a reasonable distance. He's not going to try to intimidate him or anything, like get up in his face or anything. He's going to keep a reasonable distance, and he's going to be like, okay, Quintilius, tough love time. You have been going around the school being a little bit not nice, and I wanted to give you a chance. I wanted to let you learn from your mistakes, but you don't seem to care how you're mean to other people. And I just think you should know that if you want to make friends at this school, I've made a lot of friends here, right? People like me.
I'll be your friend.
I don't think they like you. And Buckets here is trying to be nice and give you the time of day. So maybe you should respect that and stop, I don't know, putting people on pallets or whatever.
Do you want to roll persuasion or intimidation?
I don't think Clark is trying to intimidate here. So I think it's going to be a persuasion.
All right. I'm gonna have you roll with advantage, because first of all, for the I'll be your friend, and then you have Xanther there backing you up as well.
Um, I don't know if this is metagaming. I will accept anything you say. I'm like down for everything. I think that can I roll performance for this?
Yes.
Because Plarg is doing it in front of everyone in class, and this is like his stage. He's doing the big jock thing.
Yeah. Hell
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Wait, is this a performative male? I'm sorry.
Okay. That one was bad, but I have advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. That is a 22.
Oof. I'm gonna roll a wisdom check to see if Quintilius keeps his composure. He says he's just kind of he's like abashed, and like you see like the people behind him, like one of the guys in this group just kind of like goes like like at the raised voice, and is shocked, and Quintilius just like gives you like this like hard side eye, and says, "If I need a friend, I'll use your list."
You got me.
He stops himself. He's like, "If I need a friend, I'll sign up on your list, and we'll have a chat later, perhaps."
And you say that, and Clark is like, you know what, buddy? I really think you need it. You don't need to be on the list. You're at the top. I will have a real deep dive right freaking now. Right now.
You see, you when you say someone went to the top of the list, a woman in class starts crying. She's like weeping. She's like,
and then I go, Kendra, I know you've been waiting months, but this is like very important. Trust me.
I know you're so right. It's so important. He needs friendship. I'm sorry.
Trust me. You know I wouldn't disrespect you like that. I know, but this is very important. Quintilius really needs that, and that's the kind of love we give out to people. You know.
You see, like there's a with that like kind of unshakable performance. There's I'm gonna ask for a little bit of a elaboration here. Does your performance manifest physically or visually in any way?
I think that when Clark gets very emotional like this, because like he like really means it, like so Clark's oath as a paladin is to that every person can be saved. So he is like deeply devoted to the idea that when a person has made a mistake or is wrong, that no matter how bad the mistake is, they should be redeemed. He's like very obsessed with this. So I think that when he does that, when he really starts getting into this performance, he starts to like glow. I think like his like chest plate and his clothes start to glow, and I think he gets like a glimmer in his eyes, and it kind of like floats off of him. Like he's trying to like infect Quintilius with this good. Kind of like a magic touch.
Amazing. I'm gonna roll one more time. Dog water. You see, there. Quintilius is unflappable in his arrogance for the most part in this moment. You see him. It's the moment of. It's the moment of. You can see he's hearing you, but his pride won't let him in this moment. However, two of his retinue kind of like look at each other, and they're like, "Yeah, man, you can't make people palates." and then they kind of like just walk off. And he has permanently lost 2 of his relationships, 2 of his boons. And at that time, the side door opens to Plarg's chambers and his office, and he like comes out. He says, "All right, sit down. I was watching from the window. Don't do that again." He like just points at everyone. Don't do that. Not in my class.
Like I like hurry to go back to my seat, but like Quintilius, and I'm like, seriously, anytime. And then like go to my seat.
He hits you with the Lin Beifong one of these, and just kind of leaves it there. But I'll say, skipping ahead a little bit, there will be a time where that Bane from Quintilius goes from a -2 relationship to a -1. So we have moved up on that track.
I'll write it on my
Hell yeah.
Is Quintilius Bucket's Bane or mine?
Both. We'll say both. He's kind of like a omnipresent jackass.
Crap.
Awesome. So for the moment, you guys will have the class. The 2 of you will enjoy the class of Arcane Magic Rings. History of Magic Rings. History of Magic Rings. Elsewhere, we have Olo and Telly. Telly, when you left Clark to go to his class, and you kind of like dropped him off and said your goodbyes, what did you do after that? Did you make for Witherbloom campus, Bow's End? What are you into right now?
Which one of us is that directed to?
Oh, you.
Me?
Yes.
Because I didn't leave Clark,
Yeah,
right?
no, I got them backwards.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry. Again, shaking off the rust. Olo, you left Clark, and then that's what I was going for. Telly, you were told by Dean by Professor Dina to seek out Olo for some Sedmore issues, and I think it's not too far of a jump to get together with the 2 of you. But yeah, what are you guys up to?
Well, I was told to bring bread, so I have these 3 or 4 loaves of bread. I don't know what they're for, but I'm here.
Okay.
I got bread.
Wonderful. You will head to Dina's office, and I believe Olo will find you there as well.
Yep.
Wonderful. The Witherbloom campus is called Wittershins Hall, which is my favorite name I've ever heard in my life. But off to the southeast of the university proper, in the near the detention bog and the Sedgemoor itself. Wittershins Hall is a massive tree compound with kind of Art Deco domes and spirals spanning a huge complex of tunnels over this massive pond. There are massive floating amber globules of light around the entire campus. The forest here is so dense. The sky is even when you're outdoors under stars, the sky and forest around is just oppressive, dark, gorgeous. The 2 of you meet on the way to Professor Gina's office to talk about Sedgemoor, kind of Professor Dina asked you both to come there, and we'll say you guys meet outside the office door.
Presumably, we know each other already, right?
I believe so. Yeah, both from
Oh,
Witherbloom, third years. So you've been on the Witherbloom track.
yeah. Okay.
For going on 2 years already.
Okay. So I just do a brief like hello. I don't smile, but you're used to that, Olo, because I often just like show up and don't say much beyond hello.
And I try for like a very warm. I'm gonna try to dap him up. So I rolled a 3. So
And I just don't know what's happening at all. I just stand there with the bread and I kind of like, I don't want to drop the bread.
Not much happens. It happens at you, but like I miss and yeah. So.
Are you okay?
Oh, I'm fine. This has been happening a lot today.
Oh. Is it a nerve system kind of issue?
I don't know what it is. Like I just can't seem to get that down. I think practice will make perfect. I'm gonna keep trying.
Have you
Oh.
rolled above a 10 for a dab? A dap up?
have
Yeah.
not.
Like
I have not.
I don't think you have.
3
Once
might have been.
they
Oh yeah,
rolled-
I rolled an 11.
They rolled 1, and the guy they were trying to dap up rolled a 1.
This is the best thing ever.
Incredible. The office outside of so Olo, you would see Telly with Telly, you brought the bread itself.
Yeah, just like probably in some like the brown bag kind of thing.
Hell
But
yeah.
they're just sticking out like big baguette style, but they're in weird colors.
Hell yeah. The office here is you're kind of just waiting outside the door. There's like benches on either side, but there's kind of no answer. There's a couple lights on inside, but no like answer for a long time. But there's a moment where there's a kind of like under the door frame. There's like it all looks like natural wood, like kind of like you're inside, like the interior you're inside the interior of a massive tree, right? So everything is like raw wood, knots. There's still beautifully put together. It's still drafty, and when after about 20 minutes or so, there's like a sucking of air from up underneath the door frame, and there's like a and then like a quiet kind of semi-loud poof, and then like you see some telltale signs of like dark gray smoke coming out the top of the door frame, like some sort of explosion just happened, and you hear a female voice inside coughing.
So
I just reached
Olo
for the
is
door, tried to open
immediately.
it. Sorry.
Go ahead.
Reach for the door, try to open it. It opens.
Yeah.
There's a gust of like gray brown smoke as the door kind of opens outward. Opens inward. And you see like the smoke pluming out above you, filling the space. Inside there's more of that amber light. These large, kind of glistening globes of ambergris almost, but they're like internally lit. And this office is a hedge witch's wet dream. There are rows and rows above you of dried special herbs. There's cabinets, all sorts of curios, wet specimens. There's an elaborate like 4-stage alembic calcinator setup of just making different concoctions. Dina, of course, is the professor of poisons. So there are star charts, maps, all sorts of things. And you see Dina, freshly discombobulated and like kind of like catching herself on her desk, kind of coughing from the smoke as she kind of waves up and waves you in. Come in, come in. There's only, and there's like a, she kind of like draws in a short breath and exhales with her hands outstretched, and windows on either side start opening, and small gusts of air flow through, clearing the space. She says, yeah. She kind of just like throws her hands up. Yeah, it's science. It happens. Um, Hello. Yes, bread. Oh my gosh. And Ola, pleasure. Rampart is has found his dorm already and is making small alterations to the costume for his ears. I hope that's okay.
Yeah, I think that'll work. Hey, that's great. More power to him.
Perfect. Wonderful candidate. We thought he'd be on the history check for sure, but he seems to have fit right in. He's some relative of Quintorius, I believe. So that's cool to have more family here.
Really?
Yes, incredible. The two of you, and she goes over to her little setup and like shakily pulls out like two extra cups of tea, and instead of like discarding the whatever experiment has created this abrasive concoctions of smoke, she pours that result into teacups and gives to the both of you, and says, please make yourselves at home. Not literally, but it's open at any time for the two of you. I've like you both very much. Would you?
What's a mascot?
What's a mascot?
She just interrupts completely inappropriately.
Oh, a mascot is a symbol. It is a symbol, a flag of something that you would give more meaning to it than its literal function.
So Olo at the question actually shapeshifts into a pest and starts doing jumping jacks and
Hell yeah. Just go down to the size, right? And you just like start to do
Yep.
jumping jacks, rolls. I think rolls are big with pests, like tumbles.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
all kinds of tricks.
Oh yeah, all kinds of tricks. There's like, you got ribbons, you got hoops you can jump through, all sorts of stuff. And she says, yes, one of those. Olo is our Witherbloom mascot, a symbol of our plane and our home that we want to share with the world. Sometimes they change, sometimes they don't. They wanted dragons to be everyone's mascot for a long time because of the founders, but we decided to not have. We decided to have them be more expressions of the students than the founders themselves. So, a lot of bulldogs are out there. Apparently, that's a big one. Everyone's got a bulldog. I've been hearing from planes as they come around, and tigers and all sorts of things. We've settled on pests for the moment.
So she's just looking so confused this whole time,
Yeah.
like not processing it, like not getting the connection to the conversation until you said pets. Then she just kind of like, wait, the costume you're always carrying around. Looking at Olo.
And so Olo changes back. The tail is still visible, and so he doesn't quite like transform. And says, "Yeah, the costumes for my protege. Have you met Rampart yet? I think they're gonna do great. Like I am really excited about this new crop of students coming in."
Do you like bread?
I love bread.
And then just kind of extends a little bit of one of them. Let's take a baguette or whatever.
So Olo takes it and stomach starts rumbling.
There's there's a little giddy ooh, and Dina like reaches out and grabs a piece from you as well, and she's like perfect. She like dips it in there.
Is this enough?
And so, yeah, Olo just starts jumping right into that loaf and is sipping the tea.
The tea is especially foul, but it leaves a incredible burnt caramel taste over the entirety of your mouth as it ends.
Okay.
So initial taste horrible, ashes. Leaves caramel. It's a marvel of flavor.
Okay, so yeah, Olo at the first sip kind of like gags, but then like it starts to become pleasant and says, "Ooh, it's a little bit strong, a little bit of a kick, but nice finish." And takes another sip.
Yes. She kind of settles into it. She's like really enjoying the bread and this particular tea, and she says, "Thank you so much, Telly. I appreciate you. This has been I've been waiting for this all break." Um,
Telly blushes visibly.
there's only so many days before we get into things, into the ins and outs of school. For the two of you, I was going to ask if there's anything you need for this upcoming year that I can provide. Like even down to personally, if you need recommendation letters, things like that, because your time with us will be ending soon. But there's no time to think about the future than now. And as she like finishes her tea and says, "Think about the future," and she kind of like tips her cup down, and she says, she's kind of like looking at it different ways. And she says, and puts it down, like kind of looking at the tea leaves, kind of in a divination manner. She's like, "Are there things, professors that you would like to meet? Things that you need to do? I'm giving you the two of you kind of a adjunct professor-ish status this year. If you would like, the two of you can run an expedition into Sedgemoor. If you accept, you'll take some students with you. It won't be terrible. It will be terribly routine, but what I'm really getting at is that the one resource I do have are bodies. So, well, a lot of bodies. If you have a need of students to help you with your research,
So Olo gets very excited at the prospect and says, "That would be amazing. I was actually going to ask if I could shadow you this year." And so I kindly accept and starts looking around at the herbs and says, "I also need to know if any of these herbs would function as a hypoallergenic confetti because I have an idea for this costume and I want to build a confetti cannon, but it needs to be hypoallergenic."
This is in relation to Mr. Rampart's proboscis. Yes.
Correct.
I believe we could find something. Tell you what, she produces a 2 coins, little wooden discs, no bigger than what we would call a $50. But she gives you 2 coins for one to each of you, and it says these are wearable tokens, or you can just show them if you wish. I would actually I would ask for you to keep them on kind of the down low, but if you show them at the Biblioplex, you will be turned to my private libraries. If you have extra
Ooh.
research you would like to do, there's tons of books there on hypoallergenic confetti. We can say, perhaps, if you would just take the time to look, you may have the run of my library. It's rather small compared to the bibliopex, but it's more specialized than the general common areas.
And so Olo thanks Dina and is visibly excited about, the prospect of having access to this library.
Yeah. So when Dina first mentioned something about an expedition, is there like a notepad or anything that Telly would be able to grab and start writing with?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, so just immediately without asking, just grabs stuff and starts sketching out like plots, and it becomes pretty clear. She starts mumbling about the divisions and the number of permutations and stuff, and then says, "Could actually, I guess out of character, I need to ask: would the university have any kind of rules about not messing with the local ecosystem, where normally they wouldn't be allowed on an expedition to like plant things?"
On an expedition to plant things, the cool thing about the omen paths is that your expedition doesn't need to be on this plane, technically.
Oh,
If you want
well, I
to,
think he said he to Sedgemoor.
oh yeah, to Sedgemoor, like that's just the local area within
Yeah.
with the Bloom campus that is very routine to send students to.
Okay.
To send things to other planes would lead like way higher clearance and
Yeah,
for funding. But the Sedgemoor is open, but there are.
Okay, that gives me the answer I look. So I immediately start proposing. I would like to plant saplings from different planes on other planes that aren't native to them, and divide in these areas. So how many students could I have to monitor each of these areas, and how frequently do you think we'd have to do that? And what kind of wards would we need to set up to make sure we don't interfere with the local ecosystem? And just kind of rambles on like that.
Got it. She answers a couple questions in turn. She says, there are enclosed, magically awarded greenhouse spaces within Wiltroot Hall, which is not too far away from Wittershins Hall. But Wiltroot is near the detention bog, where kids don't usually go, but like from students from all over campus get sent to detention in the detention bog.
Mhm.
But Wiltroot Hall is has some warded, very small terrariums where plants from other planes can be transplanted safely.
So clearly, Telly is not satisfied with the current solution and wants to actually be doing like on-site stuff, wants to expand beyond what the university normally realizes or normally allows.
To the next one is 2 students each. You can take 2 students each, either from Witherbloom themselves to help with their research, or to get students from other areas of study. But and that's all I remember of the questions that you've asked. So that's all I'll ask right now. That's all I'll answer right now.
It's meant to be a rambling diatribe.
She says the researches, the funding to pursue another warded greenhouse, a larger one, could be granted for sure when presented with research and developers to back that up. You would have to find a sponsor, of course, either on world or off world, and expand from there. Present your findings. Bring me back anything you find that's fun, and we'll see what we can do for all of your needs. I appreciate you. Don't as you've kind of like rambled on into this thing. She was like, I love that you don't censor yourself. please keep being yourself. For Olo, the libraries might actually help find the specific concoctions you'll need to make a hypoallergenic confetti. That's very fun. I believe that this mascot year will be Mage Tower year will be extremely interesting to say the least. Now, there's a moment as she's talking where she gets a red blinking light on her desk from a large kind of sending stone with like multiple like porous. It's like lava rock, but it has like multiple like porous holes in it. And this pest comes out of a like one side of it and like sends a message to her. And she's like, wait. She listens to it for a second and she gets visibly upset, shocked. The pest goes down into the rock and the pest comes back up, sends another message. And she gets shaken and stands up and she says, oh no. And she like turns around and looks and she opens a couple cabinets and she pulls out 3 or 4 bottles and she says, I'm sorry, students. Office hours have to be closed for now. One of our there's been an incident halfway across campus in ancient magical history of magical rings. A red sending stone on Plarg's person lights up. He touches it like a brooch. Listens to something. Hits it again to hear the rest of the message, and says, looks up, looks around the classroom, locks eyes with you, Clark, and says, "Class dismissed." And that's all he says. And then he walks into his office, which is all on the side of this little hall, and he pulls on a white cloak and then disappears in fire down the hallway. There's something happening across campus. Rumor mills start popping up. You guys have ascending stones popping up. A couple of you have a Clark. You have several people have given you sending stones that are linked to their sending stones over time. So you basically have like
that's why I kept losing the one that Plarg gave me is because like I have a million from different people. I do like I wanted to ask the look that Plarg gave me. I know my uncle was was that a distressed kind of like look?
It was. It's rare for him to cancel class. It's even rarer for him to leave in the middle of one. But give me an insight check on that look particularly. Thank you for reminding me because I meant to ask that.
Okay.
Oh man, we were just started talking about Vulcus too, and that was gonna be so good.
That's I think that is a 25. That's a good ring. The ring of Vulcus, that's a good ring. 25.
Yeah, insight is like my highest stat.
Yeah, that is a insane roll. That is a look from your uncle that that's the look he would get if you were in trouble. Like,
okay,
that is a my family's in trouble. Something's wrong. And he disappears in fire down the hallway.
I'm like trying to like send him sending stone messages. I'm like on my little rock trying to get him to, and I can't figure out which rock is the one he gave me. I'm like sending messages on all of them.
Yeah. You're sending messages on all of them because and you get back a bunch of static at first, like because you're just like sending a message, and if you don't get an answer, you're sending another message on a different stone, and then you hear back from one and says, "Oh my God, Clark, you're such a good guy. You're already asking about things. I don't even know how you found out. That's amazing. Dean, the Augusta, she's the Lorehold historian. She's unconscious. She's been disapparated. She's a she's a she's a ghost now, right after Phyrexia, but she's been destroyed. Like
And he sends a message back like, what does disapparated mean?
she's gone. She can't subsume and form. Something happened on a trip, and the only thing left of her in her party is all students, 6 of them on the campus were unconscious, and she's been disapparated. She's nowhere to be found. She's
Or can ghosts die again?
I I don't know. I think they're finding out.
Excellent tagline to a movie.
Can ghosts die this summer? Find out if ghosts can die again.
It cuts to the main character. I got to kill her again.
I gotta kill her again. She's a ghost.
Isn't that a video game tagline?
Boston makes me feel.
Souls die twice. Wait, spirits die twice. There's like a video game that does that. That is the tagline. It's something like that.
Hell yeah.
It's Fatal Frame. I bet. I don't know.
Okay, so I am like asking everyone on the different stones who are messaging me where everyone is like gathering, so I can figure out where to go.
No shit. It's Sekiro. Shadows Die Twice.
Ah.
Whoa, that's sick. That's wicked. Okay, sorry, you were saying? I got lost in a second.
I was like, I'm sending messages on all the stands to just basically ask people where everyone's gathering so I can figure out where my uncle went.
Got it. Yeah, people are at this point. People are coming to you with information, and you see them. They're at the. There was a. Sorry, 1 second. I thought I had it. I'm a jerk. I wrote something down, and now I can't freaking find it. Oh, because it was a picture, and I saved the picture. My bad. Stay with me. We'll go to break here in a second as well. Why did I not?
Ryan, are you rolling your dice on physical dice or are you using like D&D Beyond?
Oh, I was using physical dice.
One of those dice is cursed. You absolutely have to get rid of it.
But it's funny. Like I actually like
It is.
am enjoying these low rolls. So
Honestly, like I don't know if you've rolled anything other than dab up, but like if this was like a fight roll,
I really haven't.
like
Yeah.
like if it was like a fight roll or like a learn something roll,
Oh,
you'd be in
I'd be screwed.
yeah.
I'd be screwed.
This is a great way to use up the low rolls, though.
Yeah,
that's exactly right.
They just keep coming though. They just keep coming.
It's so funny though.
I love it. It's like repeated failure every time, but we're gonna try.
Yeah.
We're gonna try.
And just when you roll above a 10 is when someone else crit fails on the dab up. It's like
That's right,
it's cosmic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You start getting information that you're disseminating. You have to filter through the like the wave of sending stones of people sending bad information as well. So people are just in class, like yelling out things that they're hearing and they've heard. But the thing that you hear the most that you can attribute to truth is you actually do find Plarg's sending stone to you, and it says all he says is Lost Barracks. We're heading to the infirmary. Uh, uh, Dean is coming to keep. He says, keep the peace. We'll need you.
And I feel like I would know this. Where do people typically gather when like they're looking for like information, when like chaos like erupts, like when Arcavios exploded? Where did people congregate?
The center of the campus, the Archway Commons.
Like the commons.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna sprint there
Yeah.
to see if I could help damage control.
Got it. As you start running, people are like, "Follow Clark. He's the emergency captain." You see people following in line behind you. You've ran through emergency preparedness drills before, and you're one of the lieutenants on the commons area. So when you start running, it's a practiced performance to tell people where to go, to delegate down the daisy chain. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Those people tell these people, and eventually you have from all campuses. There's quadrants that people can congregate in that people delegate off to. From Prismari College, you also see one of the other emergency preparedness captains is Aurora Winterstar. She's a very lithe goth vampire rocker from Ravnica. She's in the show band association, so she puts on concerts for the area. But she's just like looking at you, makes eye contact, nods, and then goes about her duties, taking care of another quadrant of students.
Yeah, I'm like giving information, kind of like trying to make sure everyone stays calm, and like checking in on like my uncle to see if he's telling us anything other than make sure everyone's okay.
Hell yeah. It's a kind of crazy moment to have the entire campus empty for what is essentially a fire drill, but there's so many people injured, it's hard to understand where the danger came from. And Dina says there have to be someone who can speak with Ted to try to locate Augusta. She'll be around, I'm sure. We'll need to find her. But Olo and Telly, you guys arrive in the closest quadrant to you would be the Archway Commons, where Buckets and Clark also are, and you guys have been in this in these drills before. They do one every year, so this is kind of normal, but something is definitely up. Dina has run with the two of you to this area.
As soon as this starts happening,
Yeah.
I'm going to telepathically ask Olo, did I do something wrong? Like, is my saying something rude responsible for Dina acting like there's a crisis? I don't know how you'd respond to me without telepathy. But,
So Olo just glances over at Telly and shakes their head no.
Okay. Like an appreciative nod.
And kind of like shrugs, like, I don't know what's going on either.
Go ahead.
I have a question.
Yeah.
I have Does locate object work on people?
Locate object would not work on people, but it would
Okay.
locate you. You could have an image of something Dean Augusta wears, and that would also work.
Okay.
Locate
But
object, I
she's
believe, would works in 1,000 feet.
okay. How big is the campus?
So you are looking at probably the quadrant you're in is probably 1,500 by 2,000 square feet by 2,000 feet. So it's far bigger than a locate object would be for that specific instance.
Okay. Okay. Do I happen to know how close I am to the last place she was last seen?
Give me a history check.
Okay. Ooh,
Um,
I'm very bad at this because I'm very dumb.
Buckets, what are you doing?
Yeah, normally in this situation, Buckets would be going straight to his job. I think History of Magic Rings is the last class on his schedule for the day, so he was planning on going to the magical labs. But right now he's probably slowly following people through the hallway, just trying to get anyone's attention, just going,
Hey guys, what are we doing?
Would
What?
you allow a convoy? So like there's people that in Quandrix that know you're a little slow, and they'll be like part of the disaster preparedness is making sure everyone gets there safely. So
yeah.
they'd be like Buckets, hop on. And you see one of your Quandrix third years, Talana.
Mhm.
She's a very skilled silk ball player in Dragon Chess. She says hop on, and she like throws out a massive paper mache like moth that
Oh, sick.
that you can ride on.
Yeah, I will. I'll slurp my way onto that.
She's like
What was her name again? I'm sorry.
Tilana, Tilana.
Talana. Awesome.
Thanks, Talana.
But she's very good at analyzing problems with you. She's one of the favorites of. She's gonna be a great professor. She's one of those.
Got it.
One of those people. And she lights you on this like paper mache moth as it flies. She says no slimes left behind. You know what I'm saying?
Not a slime, but funny nonetheless.
Oh, was that racist? Was that racist of me? And she's like in her head immediately. She's like, oh no. She's like, you prefer? She's right. You say it all the time. You prefer ooze.
Yeah.
And
Where are we going?
She screams as she screams as you fly away. She says there's been some attack. I think on the professor. Some students are in the medical hall. As you all make your way to the commons. Would this be a time where everyone's kind of evacuating that Clark would summon their steed to be kind of like on a horse?
I was just gonna ask how
Yeah.
tightly knit people are. Like, could I call my steed and do locate objects and kind of try to like run through campus, see if
Ooh.
I could.
Let me bring up the spell to see if I can.
Clark Revere.
So find steed
Oh, yeah,
is
find steed. You have it. It erupts out of the ground. How do you summon your steed? Your pony.
so okay, I gotta use my spell slots though. Okay, I use both my second level slots to use locate objects and find steed. So I imagine that, I guess, like a necklace that like Augusta wears or whatever we know she wears for my object.
Yeah.
And my steed is like a Prismari like flame like horse. and I like touch the ground, and like the ground starts to like bubble like ink, and like out of it like burns the horse as it like pulls itself out, like it like forms, like bubbles up into like a horse. And I like it's like it comes up and I like hop on top of it. It's like really interesting because my horse and I are like very similar in size. Like it's not like a very big horse. It's like a pony. Like it looks like very silly with me on top, but like Clark loves it. It's like, yeah, this horse is like really strong for its size. Like it can hold me up. It's like my buddy, right? Like I can hug it. Um so I do this. I use that slot, locate object. Okay. And I am like basically calling out in front of people, like to move people out of the way. And I would like to kind of like have my horse. I don't know. I didn't name my horse. Oh, I need a name for my horse. I'll figure that out in a sec. I'm just basically like pacing as best as I can, like around the area to see if I can like lock in on Augusta somehow.
Okay. Let's look at that steed. What's the speed on that steed?
My steed, extra pony, 40 feet.
40 feet. Okay. So, so your locate object spell can
It can go 1,000
feet for up to 10 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do we know the professor's last known whereabouts, like before this happened?
That's
yes. So that was the history check that you had given.
I never rolled it. Oh wait, I did roll it. Hold on, let me go through my history.
Go through your history for your history.
Yeah, my history check was a 17.
17? Yes. Without too much digging, it's a little confusing with the 17 on like where she was. Where they found the students was an off limits place in the Lorehold archaeological site called the Lost Barracks. That's where they found the students. They had with them Dean Augusta, and they found the students, no Dean, and a large orb of black and silver. And there's some Quandrix containment going on for this orb. Where the orb is not with the students. This is what you guys are finding out over like the couple minutes of like checking with each other in other places. The students are now in the medical wing. The orb is in Kolema Hall in the Lorehold campus, which is off to the southwest of you guys.
Okay.
But with you have 10 minutes of concentration. You have 12. You can move 80 feet.
My horse can stay a horse until I die, my hit points reach 0, or its hit points reach 0. Is it possible that I can steed to close to where she was last seen and then locate object and then start running in a direction so that I can maximize how much time I can locate object for?
Could I-
Absolutely. Go ahead.
I don't know how much.
Could I maybe come I was gonna say maybe I could come with you, because if it's an outdoor area, I could always use like speak with animals, see if like a bird or something like perceived what happened that day.
Um, in this in these moments of emergency, Clark, as a captain of emergency preparedness, you have a badge and everything. You can delegate a uh, you can delegate and squad up to have to assume a rescue team, but there would also be no issue knowing your timing and your space and your steed, to where even if you cast locate object now, you would make it to Lorehold campus uh, with it at
No
your
problem.
yeah, with it at
Okay.
your stead.
I think like if I'm thinking about how Clark would see this,
Yeah.
I feel like he wouldn't really think it through too well. I think he would probably do something more impulsive and like hardy. So I think he would probably run in. I think he'll probably tell someone what he's gonna do in the kind of like, I'm gonna go find Augusta in a kind of way to at least one person in charge.
Yeah.
And I think he would run off. I don't think he would go with anyone. I don't think he would think about how that would be advantageous to have more people with him. Um, but I think he would have the wherewithal to have his sending stones with him. So I think he wouldn't leave his stones behind.
Yeah.
So I imagine that if Olo wanted to get in contact with him, like you could, because he has a million sending stones and he has a million friends, so you should be able to like reach him. But I don't think he would think I should bring Olo along. I think he would just like run, if that makes sense. I think he's a little bit dumb. But also, I don't think his pony even holds more than one person. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to run with I wouldn't be able to ride with anyone else unless someone else has a
Right.
steed.
Yeah, pony is medium, but people have their own ways of moving around. Being ambulatory. I think ambulatory is the word of the day. But there are other ways. You see people flying on brooms. You see people flying themselves.
If people could go with me, I think he would tell people around him he was going.
Yeah.
If people want to follow him. So if like Olo, if you hear like Clark saying, I'm gonna go try to find her, like if you can follow along, like definitely follow. Like
I can turn into like I mean I can shapeshift into like a bird or something with like a flying speed, or
yeah, he wouldn't be against you coming with
just
him.
keep up. Yeah.
Cool.
Why don't I could do that maybe.
Okay. Telly and Buckets, what are you guys doing? You're able to see Clark assume his normal role of Captain Emergency Preparedness, rather Emergency Preparedness Captain, and saying he wants to go find Dean Augusta. To news to one of you that the Dean Augusta is missing at all. It's also news to both of you that there's a Quandrix containment happening, which is very interesting for Buckets, which is just basically a fractal shield of like infinitesimally small cage wires holding something. That usually happens on Quandrix camp. It's the fact that they got the clearance to do a Quandrix containment outside of the Paradox Gardens in and of itself is intense. They might try to move it across campus, which they might need help for that. And Telly, there's you saw Professor Dina running to the medical hall as well. You guys have options.
Yeah.
Oh boy, I love helping out with QCPs.
Buckets.
I'm
Buckets.
so fucking glad you fucking popped. I had to say it once and you caught it.
Buckets like rolls
Holy
off
shit.
of the moth onto the ground, and this sort of he kind of like like one of those silicone kids lights that you like push down on and a light turns on. He kind of like, you see like this indent on the top of his form push in and up, and this sort of translucent humanoid figure begins to form next to him, and you see as he starts to almost push his body into it, and he looks humanoid now. This like jelly bean looking, this like very humanoid jelly bean, like the image that I sent in the group chat of the character a while ago.
Yeah.
And that's what he looks like when he has successfully cast mage armor on himself.
Oh,
Uh,
like a little baby Omnath.
yeah, like a little baby Omnath. But that's how he maintains his form. He casts mage armor so that he can stay in that form for a long period of time, and it also raises his AC, which is normally abysmal.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I would get Buckets would get excited. And you see him reach inside. You see it reach inside of itself, and it pulls out a Quandrix notebook, and it just begins kind of hastily making its way in the direction that it saw the emergency preparedness captain take off.
All right.
Okay. So everyone else is following Clark.
Everyone else is following Clark, yes.
I should not. It would be metagaming to say, "Oh, then I should do that too." You give me the option, so I think my character is freaking out about, "Oh no, the two people I was with in this emergency have gone different directions." So what do I perceive Olo doing?
Olo is following Clark.
But you turn into a bird, is that right?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like what I turned into. I'm looking through. I think I can do up to like CR2. So, but yeah, it's probably gonna be something with the flying speed that I could keep up.
Telly definitely wants to be with one of the two people who just split in different directions that they were already with, and is like thinking, well, if I can keep up with whatever Olo is doing, maybe I should do that. But can I also like do some kind of, I don't know what if it's a role involved, but I want to see what Dina's demeanor it is. Would I, knowing what I know about my professor here, would I be welcome to follow, or is this the professor is telling me to?
No, I think that the thing about third year is like you have a little bit more say over campus than other people, but on top of that, you also are a favored track student, right? So you were just literally given a token of like preferential like privilege, and Dina makes no effort to stop you from coming with her. You see her running towards the medical hall.
Okay, then I want to make the difficult judgment call and take off after Dina.
Okay, hell yeah.
I'll tell you what. Like I don't know if this is metagaming, but like I could turn into something like with the speed that would keep up, and like you could ride, like hop on my back type of thing. Like I could turn into like a horse or something.
I think we'll keep.
I'm also stuck on this metagaming thing, but I think
Okay.
it's more interesting both out of game, and I think to have the multiple exposure to different scenes.
Sure.
But also, I think that's what my character was going to do here. Like
yeah.
she's just following, but going to again use telepathy and say to Olo, "I'm going with the professor."
Hell yeah. The party splits very gently in 3/4, like an orange wedge. As we split the Ryan, when Olo decides on what they're turning into, let me know. Just for the visual. For you, Clark, it is Fine Steed. Got a name?
Totally forgot I was locked in on the story.
Yeah. That's a compliment to me.
I feel like Clark would name it something very similar to his own name, or something very similar to like horse. Like something very on the nose. Like he would probably name it like Pony uh,
so if it's
or like,
if it's Pony Clark, would it just be Plarg?
oh my god.
Because Clark is the root. You know, that's the word that needs that's the word that gets changed.
Counter proposal: force for fire horse.
Or instead of like Pony Clark, everyone's thinking it's gonna be Plarg,
Yeah.
but it's actually like Cloney. Like Cloney instead.
That's it.
Cloney. Cloney.
Cloney. Oh, man.
Clark Pony. It's Cloney.
Yes.
Hold on, I'm making notes. George.
I want to
We're
acknowledge
gonna
that I just in the
stick.
past 5 minutes realized that Clark is almost the same as Plarg, and that there's an obvious relationship there. Like,
Plony.
hey, it's the same name, but
It's George Plony, for sure.
George Clooney is so good. Wait a second. His name is now George Clooney.
George Clooney.
No,
That's
canon.
hilarious.
That's canon.
Canon. Beautiful.
I'm gonna turn into an owl, by the way.
Oh,
I've decided.
Hell yeah.
We're going with an owl.
You're an owl. Give me a wisdom save for no reason that you'll know.
Okay. Let's see. I rolled an 18.
18's real good.
Good roll.
Very good.
And this was a new D20, by the way.
You
So
got there. As you turn into an owl, there's a specific. It's interesting. How long has it been since you've turned into an owl? Just in general.
I would say it hasn't been long, like maybe a minute or two, like assuming that we just left.
Oh, like in the past. Like how long has it been since you?
I'm gonna say like it. You know, I do like to turn into an owl frequently at night and sneak out a little bit past curfew. So I would say maybe a week.
Okay, maybe a week. You turn into an owl. You your form. Do you see your druidic transformations as your mass going into a uniform mass and then coming out as an animal, or do you anamorph style?
I would say definitely like Animorph style, where you could see like a physical transformation into that creature.
Hell yeah. Great. Animorphs into an owl. High wisdom save. You don't notice anything.
Okay.
What the party doesn't see is somewhere on campus, someone looks up with the eyes of an owl. That's what the party does not see. In the running towards Lorehold campus, there's about a minute, or you can get there in 12 rounds, going 80 feet around for old George Plony and Clark. The using double movement. How does we'll say there's a line where how does old buckets emulate towards along with them? How does buckets go? Oh, right.
Sorry, was talking to the wife.
By the way, was your hard cut off my time or your time?
My time.
Oh, okay. You gotta go.
No, it's only 4:24.
Oh, what was I thinking?
It was like 5:30.
Of different.
Is that your cutoff? Or
5:15, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
5:15.
Well, we ended up not taking a break, so we can end early if you guys like. At 3:30, if that's cool. If you guys are okay with that. If not, we can go till 4. You guys let me know.
Buckets. Buckets is running. I mean, like it
Oh
doesn't happen
yeah,
often, but QCPs are exciting,
yeah.
and it's rare for a student to get to see one. Buckets has gotten to see three in recorded history. They've been for small time containments, but the fact that one is happening not in the Quantrix campus has Buckets the most excited it's been in months, probably.
They'll need they'll. You don't know who's holding it, right?
Exactly.
They're gonna need backup.
Exactly.
You know that Tilana is coming with as well. They're
Hell
they're 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 riding their massive like paper mache moth along with you. Um, the three of you, four of you, including Tilana, arrive. The road to between the campuses is really interesting. Once you hit a certain threshold on the road, your sky changes color. Um, the normal light blue, verdant greens of the center campus and the biblioplex, excuse me, the commons, changes immediately. You get hot dust, acrid smoke. There's volcanoes and storms, dust storms in the distance, massive like 80-foot high sand tornadoes. It's immediately acrid. It is immediately hard to breathe, hard to work. This is the home of Lorehold campus in Kalema Hall. The road in front of you stretches into the distance to a large tiered bridge and then a massive spire in the center of the campus called Pillar Drop, which holds a massive kind of like Eye of Sauron golden sun orb in the center. That is their kind of their observatory for all of the archaeological sites on the bottom. And when I say on the bottom, beneath Pillar Drop, there is a chasm that has been excavated over which a bridge expands. That's the road you're going to take. Um, the the chasm holds all of the archaeological depths discoveries down. Uh, Layers and layers of civilization have been piled up with sand in this area. Um, there are massive golden domes uncovered, transported buildings. Some of you, ooh, I can do this again. Hey, hey, hey. Bop, 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 bop. Sorry, another bot. Beep, boop, boop, beep.
See that? Yeah.
Report. Spam. Next. Spam. Next. Bot. Submit. I appreciate their work, but no thank you. Uninhibited psychiatrist. As the locate object, this metallic ping in your head, you're remembering Dean Augusta's collar, Dean Augusta's their broken form as in the and in their ghost form has been recreated to look like one of the statues that protects the campus. Um, all along the Lorehold campus are more and more uncovered arches, these massive plinths, arches of plinths that stretch and cover entire mountain ranges, and smaller ones in the desert in the distance, of course. There's so many buildings. And tents and different archaeological sites and where people are doing research all over. Um, once you hit the first arch of the bridge on a place called Effigy Row, which is the large bridge spanning the chasm over the archaeological site that is rimmed with massive like 14 to 20 foot tall statues of forebears that have been exhumed and placed here. Once you hit that bridge, Clark, your locate object picks up. Directly in front of you, somewhere in Kalema Hall, past the pillar drop, is where Dean Augusta is.
I while I ride, I like look back. Actually, can I roll I don't know. I'm gonna roll intelligence really quick to think like I know what I would do. I'm trying to think if I know what Clark would do. Would he have the wherewithal to like send a message to tell other people, "Hey, I found her"? Or would he just like rush in? So I'm just gonna roll really quick to see if he would. 13. I got a 12. I think he probably wouldn't send a message. He'd probably tell the people who's following him, but he wouldn't like send a message back to campus.
Okay. The buckets Olo then.
Yeah, the people who are around him. He's like,
There's a.
He'll be like, I found her. She's in the building up there. And then
Something I forgot to mention on the way here, coming through as you're coming through the temperential difference of commons to Lorehold, you have you see above you massive stretchers. This this almost Drake-like procession. This procession of drakes rather. Pulling with them, and in between them, a large like carriage hold. So there's 4 drakes, one on each corner, transporting like a medical transport these students from one side to the other. You can see like it is a moving like a building with like 2 or 3 stories almost, being transported from one to the other. You can see you know that's a response team taking the injured students to the medical ward on the commons area. On the commons area, I believe. But you still sense Dean Augusta ahead of you. You tell the people around you. You go towards it. People are in your way. There's it's the only bridge across Effigy Row. Across the it's the only bridge across the massive chasm. Besides, unless you go down and across, like on the streets and bridges that they've made below. So you see, people are traveling in your direction against your wake, like kind of being buffeted against the side as a horse rides up, like Aragorn style, through Helm's Deep. Going towards Kalema Hall. You get closer. You hear you have a sending stone from someone in your pocket. Clark.
Yeah, I check it.
All right. They'll say it says it's Plarg. It's your uncle. He says I need you here in 2 minutes, and you are already like less than a minute away.
I send back almost there, and so I need to get off my horse to get through this wave of people.
Nah, they part. You're
okay. I call back to everyone. I was like, we need to pick up the pace. And I like touch my pony and I'm like, come on, we gotta go faster.
Come on, we gotta go faster. It's the languishing like show us the meaning of haste, but it's like, come on, guy, you really gotta.
And I'm rubbing its mane like very lovingly.
George, please.
So my flying speed is 60 feet.
Oh
And
yeah,
I
you're
feel like
faster.
I feel like I'm probably like just sticking with the group, but like if you need to send me ahead, you could.
Uh I see you like sort of like pushing ahead, and I like say, if you can get there, and like call up to you. So if you can
Yeah.
get there faster, you don't need to say back with us. At least Clark doesn't think you need to. If you think that there's like, personally, I think like me, the player, think that we're probably better as a group. But Clark is like thinking what Clark said, and like is like, we need to get there as fast as possible. So
All right.
Okay.
So with that, like I kind of pick up the pace then,
All
and
right.
and
Give me a perception
go
check,
ahead.
Olo.
All right. Hey, this is a good dice. Okay. Let's see. What's my? I have a 22.
22. Um,
Yep.
there's a moment to where you fly ahead, coming out of Kalema Hall. There's a delegation of um, visually apparent Quandrix students. There's only like 3 of them um, that are um, visibly falling apart, like not like themselves as a being, but they're, you can tell with that perception check they are in and out of consciousness, and you see them in triangulating between the 3 of them is a massive like a warding construct that they've created around them, around this ball, that in the very center, you see actually it's 3 rings in one, um, of shifting fractal designs, um, 3 orbs rather. So it's orb, and then the 4th orb at the very center, with that high perception check. You can see inside a small, like basketball sized, almost a little smaller, uh, black and silver orb. But these quantum students seem to be having a hard time of it. There's
Are they like injured or like something
they
that
don't
like
look
I can
injured.
intervene and help?
They don't look injured.
Okay.
They just look like they're falling asleep, like they're.
Okay.
But you can point out where they are, and Clark and Talina and Buckets see that no problem.
Okay.
Um, Across town across the campus. Dina has led you to. Give me 1 second. I should have been looking at this. Bop, bop, bop.
How dare you not be able to do everything simultaneously?
Right. Bop, 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 I thought the like the medical ward was in uh, was actually in the Witherbloom campus. Let me see if I have done that wrong. Bum 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 bum. Give me just a moment. It is, yeah. So I don't know why I had you guys running away from it, but the hospital is actually in the Witherbloom area. I will say that there. Oh, actually, that's why, because there's another triaging area at the Omen Paths at Hookover Station. There's a 4 people that are off plane that are experiencing medical need. There is a hospital triage station outside of Hookover Station, which is the closest Omen path to the university. Okay, so little roundabout. They're bringing Dina's like running towards like the station, and then like you with her, Telly, and then she's like she gets a sending stone, and she goes, oh, we're going the wrong way, and then the both of you turned back towards the hospital,
Good.
to the campus. Um, there's a concerted effort between root mages that Dina sees along the road that are shunting and pushing people down the way. So there's like this river of roots that they've set up. These Witherbloom students to where they're raising roots and then shoving you down a wave like way down back towards the campus. That Dean is riding. Do you have an alternative way to follow, or are you running?
Probably running. I have a slightly fast running speed of 40, but
Oh hell yeah! There's a you get there, you see the emergency contingent of the Drakes and this like moving trying to triage hospital land near Witterson's Hall outside on a basically this makeshift helipad that they've removed a house for. And you go in, and there are with Dina there are 6 students, all unconscious. Um, that it has taken more time than they would like, but there are people inside that are stabilizing them as well. That people that are having these like white and gray uniforms that work only in this unit. This like kind of like off-world hospital. There's you see this large Avon like doctor, I guess, that is that has them stabilized, along with several other nurses and medics. You see people with different backgrounds of like army, people you would call herbalists, people you would call in the corner. There's a large like cauldron that's bubbling, that is held in place on a gyroscope, so it doesn't spill. And there are dozens of people and dozens of different beings helping people out. And when they lay down, when they land, and Dina and you walk in, there's other people around as well, but they make a concerted effort to. The Avon doctor comes over and barks some orders barks some notes at Dina, and says, 6 students, all for lower hold, one Quandrix, one Prismari. They are all unconscious but stable. We cannot understand what kind of magics or damage did to them. They have no outward examples of damage. But we have not tried everything at our disposal yet. We're waiting to land until we tried more invasive measures. Do you want to give a medicine check, Telly, or a history, arcana? What are you rolling with? What do you want to do?
Probably Arcana. Let me get my. Have too many tabs.
So many tabs.
Yeah. Arcana seems right. We cannot get into this now, but what I meant to do before the session, and didn't, was the thing that I described wearing with all the lenses on my head. I was going to have it be a basically a detect magic device.
That's what it is now.
That just had like basically a charge a day or something like that. All right, so either an Arcana check or try, and I would start off with using Detect Magic on the nearest passed out student.
Okay.
So roll,
Yeah,
and
you
if
can
so,
roll Arcana for sure.
okay. 14.
14. There's several non-visible things that could do this. Either something internal or something they ingested, but seeing all of them that have seemingly gone unconscious at once, it's hard to tell. There's no overt magics on their body. In fact, you find it really interesting on a 14 Arcana that no one has any magic on their person. There's
At a magic university.
none of them
That is-
have a magic thing on their person. You don't detect any magic on their person.
I'll mention that to the doctor and Dina.
You do. She kind of like, she's like, that can't be true. They have their spell book right here. And they reach down and they pull out their spell book. And as they pull the spell book out of their person, you see a mage's spell book that they would use. It's this massive scroll case that unravels into magical parchment and paper and light. And as she like lifts it up and disturbs it very slightly, it ceases to be. It functions into nothing. It dissolves. The whole spellbook crumbles. And she gasps, and she doesn't touch. She wants to touch her hands to her face to gasp, and she doesn't move, and she just waits. And I think that's all we're gonna do for this session.
Hey.
No, you monster!
Hell yeah.
I thought we'd do medicine check first, but the detect magic got there.
So something is destroying magic on Arcavios.
You don't know.
The nothing.
To be continued. Yeah.
To be continued. A
Never-ending story vibes.
Right. I have 3 inspirations. One of them's Labyrinth. One of them's Neverending Story, and then one of them's Rocky Horror Picture Show. And I hope we can do all 3.
That is a great combination.
Let's go. That was it. That was our first episode. Thank you for bearing with me in that first 30 minutes while I shook off some speaking dust. I've been up since 3 a.m. It's fine. I want to thank everyone for showing up. I don't mean to be tooting my own horn here, but we've raised $551.
Woo!
Which is insane in the membrane. If in all membranes, that is incredible. That's all going to TransLifeLine. That is also donor matched by a private donor as well. So the first $50,000 for Trevor Project and TransLifeLine, as far as I know, are being donor matched. So that's going to be, anything we raise is going to get doubled, and that's amazing.
Awesome.
I'm so grateful for this community and the things we do to help others prosper through this. Trans lives matter. It's not a question, and we need to not only survive but to thrive in everything they do. So again, insane. We've reached $551. That's amazing. Can't be happier to tell you all that.
Yeah, that's great.
In the interest of our game, we're going to do this again next week and the week after and the week after. 12 o'clock to 4 p.m. I'm sorry we didn't take a break. We usually will, but I ended it early so we can get all the spiel done and then we'll go. real quick, everyone go around, tell us who you are and where you're from and where to find you. Cass, we'll start with you.
For EDH Rock and Cool Stuff Inc. I also have an article for Cascade coming out in May, I think. It's about being hyper competitive and losing games of Magic and how that feels. I also had some articles go live on EDH Rec and Cool Stuff Inc. You can go find them there. I'm also the vice president of Birds of Paradise. We're gonna be at MagicCon Vegas in less than a month. You should come see us at our sealed event or our gathering grounds. We will be there. Be there or be square. And that's me.
Yeah, I can't wait to be there. James.
Hello. This has been a blast. I'm James, MTG Critical Online, writer and painter. You can find most of my work at ravnickandreadingnook.com. And then I'm writing on some other stuff. And outside of that, come find me at MagicCon Vegas. I have cool stuff to do. Those are the thoughts that I had. I was Buckets today, Plasmoid Warlock. Had a lot of fun, and I can't wait for next Sunday.
Hell yeah. And you do prefer ooze, correct?
Yes.
Or was I just joking? Okay. Great. Ryan.
All right, Ryan and Xana. I run a Discord community called Wooburg Sky. It's a safe space to come jam some games. We usually host those every week on Sundays for our members. I try to get in as many of those as I can. So come join us if you're looking for a game. I also host a podcast called Myths Unbound. Each episode, we look at a different urban legend, piece of mythology, cryptid. We tell some really fun, spooky stories, and then we relate it back to the game of Magic: The Gathering. So you check that out on Spotify or anywhere else you get your podcasts. I'm on a little bit of a hiatus while I move, but I'll be starting that up soon. But there's a backlog of episodes that you can go and check out. I'll be in Vegas, so come find me. I'll be doing a meet and greet Friday morning, and then I'll be helping out with Strixhaven trivia Friday afternoon. And then I'll also be in Atlanta in November, so you can come find me there as well. That's it for me. I had a lot of fun today. Thanks for having me on, and trans lives matter.
Absolutely. Can't wait to see you in Vegas. Another person I'll see in Vegas, Derek.
Yeah, I'm Derek Smoots. I am Mana Critics on Blue Sky and YouTube. And as a musician, I am longing for Orpheus, also on YouTube and Spotify and all the musical places. And there have been two places that magic and music have intersected in the past 3 years for me. And one of those is making a 90s slow jam about Soyoa, who is the hottest little goblin. And that's on the Mana Critics channel. And the other is working with you, Oz, on your well, you introduce it or reintroduce it. What was their song about?
I made a Tree Folk song about Kolfanor, and it was really near and dear to my heart, and it was awesome.
It was awesome.
I wrote the lyrics while to Oak, Ash, and Thorn from the Rudyard Kipling poem, and farked them up. That's an actual thing. It's called farking. You just make the lyrics a little funny, and change them up. And I wrote them while I was driving. I shouldn't have, but it all worked out. And Derek made my folk art real and delivered it to people, and it was insane and probably my favorite thing I did last year besides James's game for D&D. So yeah, it was amazing.
Got married last year. This is crazy.
Oh yeah, too.
And I too will be in Vegas. We will all be in Vegas.
But yeah, I'm Oz. I did that thing, and I got married as well. That was super fun. But what do? I talk about art in Magic: The Gathering sometimes, and I do this. This has been incredible. I'm leaving off a little early so people can get to their places, and for us to all enjoy the rest of our days. And we'll see you again next time. Same time, same stream time, same stream place. It's been a pleasure. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Go donate. You can win a whole ass guitar.
Go donate.
Yeah.
Yeah, donate.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You can roll a whole guitar. We're raising money for TransLifeLine. I'm literally speechless that we've made it this far already, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Yo.